That's an abomination.
Fuck all the conversation.
AB abomination.
Fuck all the conversation. AB abomination. Waiting and contemplating. They hating, but that's an abomination. Me and my congregation. Cash out, we money making. Fuck all the funny faces. That's an abomination. Yeah, that's an abomination. That's an abomination. AB abomination. Fuck all the funny faces. Cash out, we money making. Me and my congregation. AB abomination. That's an abomination. Yeah, OJ on bloody glove. Yeah, my whole team thuggin'. Haters, they gotta love it. I mean, fuck what you be on, but not in public. She get wet when she see him. I got her bustin' on the net of the TV. A lot of numbers make it hot as summer. Ain't about on my squad. I be poppin' on haters, can't knock the sun. Top off the top, blowing pounds of gunja. Lit is some bitch, I'm like boy wonder. Life is a bitch, I want more from her on the board. So until I light in my low rim, catch me, we do it from going fuck her. I hit the hardest, she going love it. I was born buzzing, nigga fresh off my mama brain, trying to race, I blow the top off her. Not about the action and start talking.
If what you let a cuz calling, let's start talking. Funny juice on my juice, then I do to the roof like a star walker. Rapping with niggas like Mark Gawker. Fire up on you in the dark, honey. Them shots sparking in the dark, sparking when the stars talking like you walk up.
Fuck all the conversation. AB abomination. Waiting and contemplating. They hating, but that's an abomination. Me and my congregation. Cash out, we money making. Fuck all the funny faces. That's an abomination. Big, that's an abomination. That's an abomination. AB abomination. Fuck all the funny faces. Cash out, we money making. Me and my congregation. AB abomination. That's an abomination. Yeah, all of your days frontin'. You talking, they saying nothing. I can't talk if it ain't money. There's a burger dog. If they came for me, ghetto brother with narcissists, the same cousin. Get the packet, it dog, bitch, it ain't nothing. Every day I'm hustling as a rap with the trap on my back to the wall, bitch, I'm straight bustin'. 12 lurking, they the dirty dozen. Pins bugging cause they heard he bustin'. I was hella hurt and read the murder, sir. I heard a closed mouth, never purpose, nothing. Trap out of service on my service side. My haters on my nigga gotta love it. Fuckin' with us and we gotta crush it. Rock with the street just like Teddy Buster. Get a stage, yeah, you gotta rush it. Bitch, I'm nocturnal, mean I never sleep. Me, my motivation on 1100, dumping hellfire. And whoever wanted out of hell's kitchen, spitting fire water. Couple flames on me, but it's not important. Got the keys, this is God's orders. Retribution from my father, so it's over.
Yeah, so for y'all haters. Man, fuck all the funny face.
What?
It's the militia, baby.
Let's go. Hey, fuck all the conversation. AB abomination. Waiting and contemplating. They hating, but that's an abomination. Me and my congregation. Cash out, we money making. Fuck all the funny faces. That's an abomination. Bitch, that's an abomination. That's an abomination. AB abomination. Fuck all the funny.
Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Cy Yarn. This the Proof in the Pudding podcast show. And y'all just seen the video right there. Abomination. I'm very excited about today's show. This brother been putting in work for a long time. Real good brother, cool peoples. He's not only an artist, he's an actor. He got a movie out right now, Savage Genesis. He's making big moves for the Carolinas. You know what I'm saying? I had the pleasure of knowing this brother really well. You know what I'm saying? Not only is he an actor, business owner, representing the culture, pushing NC all around the world. You know what I'm saying? So, yo, without any further ado, let's bring him to the stage. I'm talking about Adam Bomb, y'all. What's the deal, fam?
What's good, Cy? What's happening, everybody? Peace.
Salute, brother. Salute,
Yes,
yo.
sir.
So we just
You already know, buddy.
Yo, that's a fact right there. So we just played that Abomination. Let's let them know about that record. What inspired that record and who did the production on that?
Okay, the production was done by King Twitch. Salute King Twitch. That's my young boy. He about 20, 21. He been getting it for 5 years. Monster. And so he produced my album Enoch, my debut joint. And Abomination was like solidification for the haters. You know, I faced all my problems head on, so I want to let them know, give a direct message, and let them know what type of energy they're giving up. That's an abomination. You know, everything else is civilized but that. So that song was just inspired by life, man, you know, and I'm going to come and give it up real. That's what I do, apply pressure all the time. So.
Yo, I feel you on that, yo. And I see, yo, it's a word play on the name as well. And it's like, yo, it's an abomination. It's like, yo, but you don't want to make an abomination. So it's like I see how you put the A bomb in there, yo. So like, was that something strategically you did, or like, what was the whole process behind it?
Yeah, it was like Abomination, A-bomb,
Right,
Abomination, Abomination. It's an abomination. You know, it's like a triple entendres. I do a whole bunch of that. When you check
right,
out my music, you're gonna listen. You're gonna like it probably. If you don't, you don't. But you're gonna listen a few more times. There's always hidden jewels. The more you listen, you'll put the pieces together like a puzzle. And that's kind of how I make my music. I'm an artist for real. I take pride in my music.
yeah.
You know, and I love music myself. So I'm gonna give it everything, you know. That's what it is, bro.
That's a fact right there. And you definitely, you're definitely a lyricist. You do the
Yeah,
music
man.
from the heart. So, yo, you've been doing it for a while. Let's let the people know you got something coming up. Let's let the
Yeah.
people know what you've been cooking, bro.
All right. So, on the Savage soundtrack, I got the song with Lil Wayne, Salute Wayne.
Salute
Pressure
Wayne.
is what it's called. You know, that's coming up on my debut for the Pressure album.
Right.
But right now I'm about to drop this Constantine. I got a song called Said City featuring Fat Joe, dropping the video, and a few things coming behind that. That's produced by Aviator. Shout out Aviator, man. It's my dog. Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Wow. So, all right.
You know,
okay.
bringing on visuals, man. The album is real hip hop. It's grown people music. I got some grown and sexy songs, but it's real conscious because, you know, we grow.
Right.
So, you know, you can see my growth in this album right here. And I'm not gonna really toot no horns or nothing. I'm gonna let y'all decide what to hit for, but you're gonna just press play. It's pretty dope, you know.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure because it's like most of the music you have put out has a message and it's dope. You just dropped 2 names on them real quick. You just dropped 2 names. You said, I got a joint with Fat Joe. I got a joint with Lil Wayne on the soundtrack.
Shout out to Fat Joe, man. That's my dog too. That's my brother, man.
Yo,
I appreciate everything he's doing for the movement too. You know, he trying to put the Carolinas in a position. And you know, when I was filming Savage, I hollered at him, and dude was real humble, and we've been, you know, building ever since. So Sand City about to drop song, video game. People that did Fortnite doing the video game.
Wow.
So, you know, it's like Grand Theft Auto Carolinas type. You know, we're gonna make a lot of moves. I do a lot for the kids.
Right. And that's what
I love the kids. Bomb love the kids.
That's a fact right there. That's a fact right there. So it's like not only being an artist, you're making business moves. So it's like I want to get into the Constantine, but it's like you said, you got the features. Now you got games coming out and all types of stuff. So it's like, yo, what inspired you to reach outside, like you to start getting into the film, getting into the soundtrack, getting into the games?
Constantine, that's like one of my favorite movies. It's so relatable because we all done did something treacherous out here that we need to redeem ourselves with God for. So his whole mission in the movie, he was fighting demons in the physical, redeeming himself for God.
Wow.
And even though we like, you know, you my man, it's all like physical stuff, we spirits inhabiting a physical body, a human body. So when you look at it from that aspect, you see things different. So I look at my journey and I see it as a spiritual journey because on a physical level, I would take it personally. On a spiritual level, I have a higher understanding of what side who is on and who is on what side. And, you know, I just look at life like that. So I keep my heart in a pure place because I have an understanding of what's going on out here. So Constantine just represent my spiritual journey, my spiritual struggle, my battle. It's an everyday thing because you can step outside and you can see the devil everywhere. Everybody want to be evil and savage.
Right.
God people don't move like loud. You got to bump into them. They got to be sent by you. You know, it's a few. It's a chosen few. And so when I step out, everybody gonna know God real. That's how I'm moving, you know? So Constantine represent that. That's how I'm moving, whether it's physical or spiritual. I'm trying to take your head off. You know what I mean? In the name of God.
Right. And that's the thing. So once we set it off like that, right? Let me ask you, yo, with the message in the music industry right now, what's your take on that? With the message that they're promoting as far as the industry as a whole? Is an image they're painting. It's like a lifestyle they're selling to the youth. What's your take on that?
The message is, you know, to keep us in a place of darkness to where we won't see this light. You know, Constantine is going to be the exact opposite of what the music industry been projecting on our youth and on us as ourselves as a people. You know, hip hop is the strongest force in the culture of the world. It runs it. Music has algorithms and different things in them that makes your DNA activate. It make us feel a certain way. You know, so when you put a negative force out there and you push it on people every day on the radio, all you see is that on the internet. Right. You know, we have no choice but to become it. But when you start pushing that other stuff, plant seeds, and then you come around the next year when the world rotates and it's growing, and you come back and it's growing again. So you just keep planting seeds, and as the world turns, you're going to see every 365 the growth if you keep pushing. So that's what I'm on. You know what I'm saying?
And that's real right. That's real right there. Yeah. So let me ask you. You said that keeps you going. So like, what's your motivation when it's like, yo, everything ain't going always on the up and up? So when it's like during them dark times, during them hard times, God.
During them dark times, during them hard times, I got a real good relationship with God. Like my relationship with God is what everybody should have with their parents. I wake up and praise them, respect them when I'm doing bad, when I'm doing good. You know, because I realized everything I came to in life was to get me here. And I've been through some things that people would not survive. Everybody have. But statistically, I could just go down the line. And each time it should have ended me, it made me stronger. Right. You know, I thank God for never giving up on me, bro. That's love. Some people got called home. I'm still here working. Right. I appreciate it. It's gratitude to the Most Highest. You talking about motivation? Whatever force drives whoever, if this ain't behind it, it ain't gonna be able. It's nothing comparing to it. I got a happiness and I got an energy with me that can't be tainted. That's why I told you I'm Constantine. I'm pulling the swords out and all that. Right. I don't play about my energy. I don't play about the people I love and their energy. I don't play about that. That's real. Because we gotta keep it pure, bro. Like, it's enough of that going around. It's like time to unlearn some things. These things been learned for like hundreds of years, man. Like we got enough knowledge to step out of that, right?
We definitely should.
I'm gonna do my part now, you know. So that's what it is, bro. Real life Constantine for real.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's like, yo, the concept is ill in that alone because it's like you doing it through the music, but it's your lifestyle, and it's like, yo,
that's my life for real.
Right. So it's like that should be everybody like, yo, we should want to see good in the world. We should be battling evil. But the unfortunate side of it is people, they get so caught up in the money. They get so caught up in success and fame. And even in the industry, they begin to compromise. Let me do this to make records or sell records. And you saying, nah, we're not doing that, yo. So it's like you're putting your craft on the line. You're sacrificing your artistry to save a nation.
To save a nation? Yeah. I sacrificed my life to work for God. Wow. It's like he gave me the gift to talk, so I'm going to talk it. He also gave me the knowledge to walk it, and I'm going to do it. He gave me the heart to be fearless. I'm out here everywhere by myself all the time. I don't have no fear in the valley of the shadow of death, dog. I'm good like that. And I'm not no Christian either, but my relationship with God is great.
I feel you on that.
You know, so it's on that type time, man. You know, I'm very much who I am. No water in between. It is what it is, dog.
Right. And that's the thing. Yeah, you've always been real like that. So let's talk about the process of that project. How many songs is on the project?
10.
10 joints?
10 songs.
So did you know going in, like, yo, this project is going to be Constantine, or did it kind of originate, grow into itself, or what was the plan going in?
With me, every project I do, I lay out a blueprint.
Right.
Like when I did Enoch, I went in on that. You check out the track list, It's on a virtual equinox calendar. You know, it's set up just like the calendar Enoch made. You know, when I do mine, I do the math. So, you know, I got songs about elevating and being in touch with higher stuff. Then I had the Atum album that was produced by King Twitch. Atum Ra is also the sun god, but the sunset god. Amen Ra, amen.
Right.
Is the sun Ra's god. They're both the same, still the sun god.
Right.
So I just gave them the other side of the sunset with that one. With Constantine, I'm on another mission.
Right.
I've never not been working for God.
Wow.
But when people listen, they hear what they want to hear. The jewels slip in.
Right.
I'm slick with mine, dog. You know what I mean?
Right. Right.
So with this Constantine album, first song, intro, Gods and Devils. Time Life is what it's called, of Gods and Devils.
Wow.
Energy on that is crazy. Second song is Sin City. Third song is Vanilla Sky. I could go down that track list, it's crazy, but I got a song called Lilith's Pad. You know, Lilith was Adam's first wife.
Before Eve. Right.
And she, you know, rebelled against Adam, grew wings, turned into a dark angel, and flew away from the Garden of Eden and came back as a snake.
Right.
And tricked Eve against Adam. Everybody said it was Satan, but it wasn't, it was her.
Wow.
So the song Lilith's Pad is about the spirit of rebellion that a lot of women carry against a man by nature that they don't realize, and giving up jewels on it.
Yeah, you're getting deep on them, yeah.
But it got a Marvin's Room type of feel to it. It's deep, bro. You know what I mean?
Right. So, yo, let me ask you. Okay.
Yeah, but
go ahead, bro. Go ahead. Yeah. Now you got. I ain't mean to cut you off, bro. Go ahead.
Now I was saying, you know, that's pretty much what the song is about, man. I'm giving up them jewels to the ladies because it's no reason to beat up on them.
Right.
And you don't want to horrify them. So that was a double entendre too.
Right. Right. Yeah.
I'm trying to get in between in a place where they can open up and listen, man. The intro to it is similar to what I told you, but much deeper. And then I got two verses. This is crazy, man. Wow. I love this album. It's definitely the best project I've ever done. Shout out to Aviator again. That's my man.
Salute to Aviator. So, yo, as I'm listening, right, it's like, yo, you dropping a lot of jewels already.
Yeah.
So, like, what was the process like? Like, how did you get when you went into the sessions to record and write the songs? What was going through your mind, bro? And how did you get into the song?
It was already implemented, right? The last year when COVID happened,
right,
2019, December 15th, I got in an accident, got T-boned, almost died, right? When the accident happened, I said, damn, I'm about to die. But I didn't.
Wow.
So, like, I feel like I'm on borrowed time. I turned it up. I cut everybody off. I got closer to God. And what the message was that you can sacrifice everything you love. I'll give you everything that love you. And that's deep, because that's what I needed. And when I did it, everything popped, bro. Simultaneously. This past 14 months been crazy for me. Unrealistic, dog. Everything I manifest be like, boom.
Just
for real. Yep.
And that's the thing, a pure heart is like, yo, you said I sacrifice everything.
Oh, man, most definitely.
Yo, so let's talk about how did you get to that place? It's like, yo, you've been through some things when you surrender. I say surrender. Put your hands up like, yo, you got me. Yo, you know what I'm saying? It's like
I'm like a tough guy, but not tough like hardcore tough, but tough like I don't need no help tough. I got it tough. I'm good. Right. You know, always like made sure people were straight before me.
Right.
And everybody I did that for, they gave me the ass to kiss, bro.
Right.
So it put me in a place where I ain't trust people and stuff. And I kind of got here. And then God stepped in and was like, come on, son.
Wow.
You know, I got you. I had you the whole time. I always can hear God talk, you know. And ever since I started hearing the voice, I always be like, something told me, damn, I messed up. Something told me, damn, I messed up. And then after about like the 100,000th time, I was like, wow, you must love me.
Wow.
Still talking to me, still? So I started listening, bro. Obedience.
Obedience.
I synchronized the same voice of negativity, that same energy to be like, you can't, you ain't, you won't, you not. I hear that in different people out here. They all on that side, and I'm putting that in the same box. I don't got that in me no more. There ain't no hate for my brothers. There's no jealousy. There's no resentment for anybody that ever crossed me. It's love. And if it wasn't love, they would know.
Right.
I love people. I leave them alone if they're not right, if they're on the other side, because I understand your spirit is here.
Right.
I can't love your body.
The spirit.
I do that with a woman, one. And other than that, I love the spirit that inhabits you, or I don't. But if I do, it's probably genuine. I'm gonna keep it that way. I like to part ways before it go any other way.
Right.
We ain't gonna have no problems. I don't have problems with nobody out here. If anybody have problems, it's with me. I don't have problems with people.
Right.
I sleep well, bro.
I feel you on that. Yeah, I feel you on that. And it's like, yo, being in the and where we come from, right? I say that being from where we come from, it's like, you know, you've been in the beast, you've seen the evils, you can easily be savage. People, they oftentimes look at self-restraint as a weakness. I grew up thinking that. Like, yo, the person that's like, yo, the one that has a level head, the person that's willing to walk away, that takes strength. It's easy to go out here and wild out. So, like, for the younger brothers that's out here, they may not have grown to that maturity. Like, let's touch on that right quick, especially with the temperature of everything going in the world right now. What advice would you give a young man out here?
My advice I'm gonna get a youngins, to everybody, especially black, you gotta kind of do it like chess. You plan 10 moves ahead and see every possible outcome before you do anything that's life-changing out here. And we all know what's life-changing out here.
Right.
Some situations can't be controlled, but other ones, you might have to fight some demons to make the right decision. And we all gotta fight them. It ain't like, when I talk about it, I ain't just going out here after people. I civilize myself before I talk to anybody about anything they've done. I check myself 3 times to make sure I haven't violated.
Right.
And then I'm gonna check you.
Right.
It's gonna be a big ass Nike sign. You're gonna remember it because the message is gonna come from higher. It ain't like I'm gonna say this to you, you're gonna ever forget. You're not.
Wow.
I want my music to hit like my words hit. I hope this interview or your podcast go through the roof, bro.
Right.
I hope everything resonate hard because it's a message. That's how I'm moving. That's what I got. My mouth is hell. All the women I dated can tell you.
Right. Yeah.
In every aspect. Oh, his mouth, hell, he. Whoop, whoop. But I'm all right though. I do what I do. I'm blessed, dog. You know. Right. And even in my worst situations, I'm blessed. You ask what I've been through to get me to this point. Every man's worst fear is from catching your wife with another dude to watching your best friend die in your hands.
Right. Right. Wow. Right. And when you go through something like that, that changes you.
But you talk about series of events that was pushing me in a direction to be here talking to you, Si. It wasn't no coincidence. That pain wasn't in vain. Them memories is like lessons. Because when I tell people this, they be like, damn, he's still there? That guy was 310 pounds. You seen me in the movie.
Right.
You remember me from middle school. I was chubby with a flat top.
I remember that. I remember that. Yeah. Yo, that's a fact right there.
And so, when you become new in the eyes of God, you new for real, bro. It starts inside and then the outside comes. The world gonna see. That ain't no game. That's real. Wow. I am not the same dude that they knew. No way, shape, or form. Right. I killed him all purposely. That's the only murder I ever did, like on some suicidal shit. Bomb. There you go. Goodbye, brother.
Gotta go.
You take all that negativity with you. I'm a new guy, and I'm gonna stand on it. Right. You know? Yeah, man.
And that's a fact right there. And it's like, yo, you got a glow. You feeling like Leroy right now. You got the glow right now.
I'm lit. In my sleep, I'm lit. I'm time traveling. You know the average dream lasts 2 minutes?
Right.
How you live a whole day in 2 minutes unless you time travel?
Unless you time travel.
Hmm.
You're getting deep on them. Yeah.
Yeah, dog. I love my God, man. I love my father, dog, because when he exposed stuff to me, I do what I told you how I do with chess, and I just explore. And the truth is always there. When you take the lies away, you're going to know what's real and what's not. I read a lot, but not more than I taught to God. That's an all day, everyday thing. You know?
Day, everything. Straight from the source.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Wow.
Yes, sir.
And that's something that you can't fabricate. That's something right there. It's like, yo, this is authentic. It's like your relationship. So it's like
you
a lot of
asked
people
me about an album, right? You asked me about my album, and we sat here for 15 minutes talking about God. It's very authentic, brother. You know what I mean?
Right. And that's real right there, bro.
You know?
That's the thing right there, bro. We come from a long line of the struggle. We come from a long line of pain.
Yeah, for sure.
Now it's like, yo, you're taking that negative, taking the pain and all that. Now it's become strength. It becomes your strength now.
Yes, sir.
Like, so when you take the power back, that thing that once had power over you, it doesn't have power over you anymore. So like looking back now to where you are now, for somebody that may be struggling, it's like they got one foot over here. They know that ain't what they're supposed to be doing. What advice would you give them? Because you're seeing both sides. What advice would you give them, brothers?
The advice I would give is do what you know you're supposed to do and not what you want to do, and you'll be fine. You'll be happy. You'll be good. It's called a sacrifice. I chase women, but the women I want to chase ain't the women I'm supposed to chase, if you get what I'm saying.
I definitely understand that.
That's why most people ain't happy, because they do what they want instead of what they know they're supposed to do. When you get tired of saying something told me, you'll listen to God, bro. I tell everybody that. Obedience is what's going to get you here. Ain't nothing else going to get you here, bro.
Wow.
Because obedience is the highest form of respect. Understanding is the highest form of love. If you understand what God wants you to do and you love it for real, show him. Talk is very cheap.
Talk is cheap, bro. Talk is very cheap.
Yes, sir.
Talk is very cheap. Man. And you walking the walk. You're talking it and you walking it. And now you're seeing the manifestation of the obedience. You paid the price. Now God is opening the doors.
Yes, sir.
How does that feel? Where it's like, yo, we might have wanted to do things for years. And it's like,
hey,
God
look,
said,
you want to know how it feel?
Right.
It feel like I used to cry because I was sad. And now I cry because I'm happy. That's what old people do.
Right.
And they all in touch with God. They'll talk about it. But I'm here at an early age, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
When I get blessings, it overwhelms me that way. It ain't never no sad with me. It's either very happy or mad.
Right.
I don't have despair in my heart no more. Them demons is done, dog. They died with old boy.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So yeah, man.
Yo, and everything is new, and now he's giving you new blessings.
Yes, sir.
So now you're doing a lot. I see you IMDb. I can't even say it right half the time. It's IMDb, right?
IMBD. Check my star meter. Government Andrew Overby Jr. Check the star meter. It's up. I'm the top. I was in the top 100 actors in America just 2 months ago for the Savage Genesis role.
Right, and that's the thing I wanted. That's what I wanted to talk about, because like I don't know any people personally that's getting honored as the highest star on the IMDb that I know. So when I seen that, I was genuinely happy for you. But when you realize, like, yo, when they gave you that notification, how did that moment feel, bro?
I felt like, damn, I've been rapping since I was 9 and I got on acting. God, you got a nice sense of humor, but I always wanted to be an actor anyway. Denzel and Will Smith is my guys. Tom Cruise, they my guys. So it's like, wow.
Right.
God sent somebody in my life for one reason, and we got it accomplished. Everybody, family gonna be all right. I'm content with all that, bro. That's why I'm in a great place. That's why I did that.
Right. Power.
So I was thrilled, bro, amazed. And my son is in the movie too. He was the shooter in the beginning scene. He was in the first scene shooting them young boys. That's my son. That's my only son.
Wow.
He a boxer in real life for real. If y'all follow Supreme Drew, on IG, he lit, man. You know.
Wow. Yeah, and that's the thing.
Man.
That's the thing right there. So not only are you acting, you bring your son. He's a boxer. Supreme
Yeah.
Drew. You said on IG, Supreme
Yeah.
Drew.
Yep.
All right. So now you're getting to share this moment with your son. How did that feel? Like, yo, y'all both in the role. The movie's taking off. It's doing good.
Man,
how did that feel?
It feel like heaven on earth because my son know my struggle. I raised him and his sister by myself.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So you talking about from 2008 till now.
Right.
That man just turned 17. So it's like, wow, man, I did it. And I did it alone. Never not $5 from nobody on that side. But it's a beautiful thing to be here because he living out his dreams at an early age because his dad is thorough. I did everything I told him I was going to do. I ain't mislead my man. I kept him out the streets. You know, I kept him active. And he obedient to me like he don't even question me. He trusts me with his life. And his loyalty is like a lovely thing, man. So he's so mature for his age. I know he can handle it.
Right.
You know, that right there helped him graduate. They said you acting, it's community service. You're good. I will serve. Yeah, dog. God is amazing.
Yeah, it just comes together. And that's the thing. It's like, yo, I want to ask you, being a father, right? We got a lot of young kids out here. They going through the struggle. They're getting caught up in the wrong things. They're getting caught up in all this other stuff. How did you keep your son focused? And how important was it for you to make sure my son is not going to get caught up in this? And, you know, people, it sounds easy, but it's hard. So it's like being a father that did it. Like, yo, how was that experience like?
I
alone,
knew like when the situation went down, I knew it was fight or flight with their mother. And so I chose them over me at the time.
Right.
And as time progressed, I just grew to love them, dog, and understood what being a father was really about. Like I'm protective like a mom and a dad.
Right.
I'm very savage when it comes to my kids. You guys, anybody.
Right. I mean, yeah, you got to be.
You know, I got a boy and a girl. That's like Jesus with Sarah and Judah.
Right.
If y'all know the story of him and Mary Magdalene and their kids, some people don't believe in that, whatever you believe in. But I look at my kids in a special way, bro. They my legacy. You know what I'm saying? So when I seen my man was 5 years old, he was a little dude. He's like, yo, I want to fight. I want to do UFC. And I told him, I was like, kind of heartless, son. But as he got older, he was like, nah, Dad, I want to box.
Wow.
I pushed him, dog. Anything he needed, I paid for it. My man stayed fresher than me.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
But I kept him out the streets by standing on everything I said and showing him that he could trust me and he had to go that route.
Wow.
You know, my mom took care of us. I love her for that, you know. She did what she needed to do.
Right.
But I was always that kid in school on free lunch. I didn't know what Nike Airs was until middle school, that type thing. We used to eat like oodles and noodles and peanut butter and that type shit.
Right.
I didn't even know we was poor until I got around people that was like, you poor.
Wow. Right.
So for them, everything's sacrificed. Me and my kids have been in hotels and everything for a year or two at a time. They was right there with me, bro.
Right.
With the dog. Rest in peace, my man Zeus. That's my man. I had him 10 years. I raised him too. He was one of the kids. He died.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Right. And
yep, I had to bury him at night because animal control wouldn't pick him up. I had to go bury him in the Greenway. You know what I mean?
Right. And that,
dog.
And that's the thing, because I'm going through some similar things. And we spoke about it. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, yo, I want to give you a big salute. Because you don't hear about men saying, yo, I did this on my own. And like you said, yo, you went through, you went through the highs, you went through the lows, y'all went through what created you to who you are. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, even in the times we had to stay in the hotel or be in the room.
Yeah,
stuff
no doubt.
like that. Now that God is opening the doors up on the other side, your son is graduating, your son is 17, no record, no, missed all of that.
Yeah, no doubt.
With danger was constantly around. God's hand is still on it. Now he's blessing you years later for the faithfulness. How does that feel and how does that translate to you when it's like, yo, being obedient? He'll
It's
always give
called
you right.
It's like confirmation. Because you know all the times when you cried and asked God why, and then you look back and you be like, oh, damn, that was why? Whew. That's how you can stand on it and be happy, bro. That's how everybody should say every loss they ever took got them where they at.
Right.
Everything that ever hurt, whatever course they took got them where they are, but they still there.
Still there.
Some of us ain't here. So when you see you still here, to me, that's purpose. And that's love too, because God ain't gave up on you. He ain't say, just come on home, stupid.
Right.
Or just come on home. Your path is done. Right. You know, and like I told you, I look at everything from a spiritual level, bro. I got a lot of compassion for what's been going on with our people and police last few years. It's been like exceptionally out of hand. You know, and I look at that on a spiritual level too. Right. That way I ain't got to take it personal and throw everybody in the box. Right. You understand what I'm saying? Because ultimately, if you're not familiar with something, you probably shouldn't deal with it. So I'm still trying to understand why Black people dying.
Right.
And you got certain ethnic groups doing it that are not familiar with the people, also scared of the people, didn't grow up in the neighborhood with the people, don't understand the people, and all they could do is oversee the people and kill them, and they have the license to. What else can you do when you all got all that going on? Why would you not have somebody who's there, grown up there, familiar there,
right?
AKA Atlanta, where it's all cool with all the cops and the guys.
Right.
Why not everywhere?
Like that.
This ain't no secret, bro.
Right.
So these are the type of things too, like, I'm not just gonna do the music. I'm gonna talk shit too.
Right. Not for you. You posted. You posted.
I've had the police pull me and my son over, and they'll walk to his side of the car with the gun out. No, my man, you want to kill somebody? Come over here. I'm gonna show you how we rock though, because you ain't killing nobody today. Everybody had that attitude. They'll stop it. And they ain't trying to implement nothing. I'm being honest. If people started getting federal time for these hate crimes and they started making examples of everybody like they did old boy for George Floyd, we'd be in a better place, man. You know, and it'll give us the confidence to stand up. You know, we kill each other every day, B. But ain't nobody got none of that energy when it comes to the people that's hunting us down like animals.
Right.
That man was crying for his mama, dog.
Right.
The world watched a grown man cry for his mama before he got murdered.
Right.
And then they tried to act like it was okay.
Right. And she gone. His mother gone. You know, let's clear that up. He's crying for a mother that's already gone.
He was on his way, and he knew. That's what's so deep. He was calling the angel from heaven to help him. While everybody stood around in fear. Fear is also a demon too. Right. I don't got none of that, dog. Ain't none of that going on around me. I'm very active. Like I said, when it come to God, I'm active, dog.
Right.
I think we all should be active. We know what's right and wrong. How can you live with yourself?
After that, with regrets, I should have. If I would have did this. Yo, so let me ask you, bro. We in North Carolina. Something just happened a couple of days ago. You know what I'm saying? Elizabethtown. Bro, you know, they ain't releasing, North Carolina's not releasing the video. From what we hearing, what's your take on that? Because it happens all the time.
My take on that is similar to Sandra Bland. You got somebody that they done murdered, that they are pretending who's still alive, and try to throw another story on it. What I understand, that man got shot in the back of his head, and they started yelling, "Put your hands on the steering wheel," when he was already dead.
He's already dead.
I don't understand, like, it's more than just a power thing. If you don't see evilness and a force behind that, and all you can see is race, you're definitely distracted. I know it's white cops killing us, bro, but you got to look at the force that drives them too. Again, that's why I work for God, so I don't hate white people.
Right.
So I don't hate all white cops. I've met a few good ones. I've seen them stop traffic and help a person on a wheelchair across the street. I've seen them stop a fight. I've seen what I've seen.
Right.
Energy is what it is. But everybody got to know what you identifying. You can't be in fear. We all got the power to kill. It's just about the consequences behind it. They got a license. You don't.
Right.
But what you do have is your God behind you. If you believe in that, everything gonna be all right. Because before any type of physical stuff going on, it's a spiritual battle, bro. Them dudes is out here working for the devil.
Right.
They can't even win us because we becoming conscious. So now they're just killing us.
So now it's just
talking about mass extinction, and not black people, black American men. They need the women. They feed the earth. They don't need us. We seed the earth. Everything gonna be black if we touch it.
Right.
That's a fear of extinction, and so they trying to extinct us, bro.
Right.
That's what's going on.
And that's definitely.
So when it comes to my son being in the streets and stuff, I'm not letting the streets have him. I'm not letting the gangs have him. I'm not letting police have him. The devil can't have mine.
Right.
I know who everybody work for. It's just different factions, bro. You send your workers out and they do their thing and they come back. And this is what I got. You don't got this. Anybody I touch, I want to change their life, bro. I want them to know when I meet them, God real from that point on. Everybody believe in the devil. Most people only believe in God because they're scared to go to hell.
Right.
I believe in God because I love him and I talk to him. There's a difference.
Right. Relationship.
It's a relationship. Everybody I know, well, damn, if I did this, I'm going to go to hell. I don't worry about going to hell no more. I worry about impressing somebody that I can't even see.
Right.
You also can't see your spirit and your soul. When it leaves your body's still going to be there, but whatever was there driving it, going back to what created you. That's what I love, bro. That.
Right.
You ain't got to question me about God because I know I got a force in me that's unseen. My spirit probably 30 feet tall and 50 feet wide. It's compact in this little bitty body and I'm lit.
Yeah, that's real. That's real right there, bro.
You know, you're a human being. You see 60% of all energy. Animals see 20 more percent. But you're talking about 40% of energy you can't see. You don't know what kind of soul nobody got till they approach you, but you feel their energy before they get there. You feel their eyes looking at you. These are real things.
Right. Before they even get there. And that's a fact right there.
Yeah, man.
And you're talking about spiritual forces. We're talking about spiritual warfare. We're talking about agendas and stuff like that.
Yeah,
so let me ask you, we have, not only we're being attacked by the police and they're killing off the black man, they're removing the black man from the house. And now there's a message going on where it's like, these women, I don't need men. I can do it on my own. They're shaming the men like, yo, you know, if a man can't do this, if he ain't 7 feet, we ain't rocking with it. As a black man in America, what's your view on that, bro?
My view is, ain't nothing new under the sun. When that woman seen us get beat, killed, she got raped, impregnated, baby sold off, and we couldn't protect them, they lost faith. And the agenda has been since then that they don't need us. Since then.
Right. It's
been implemented in so many ways. So when we got our human rights, what our forefathers died for, a few years later, they got women rights. They came out of slavery like 100 years after us as a people.
Right.
You talking about some wild buccaneers. They getting loose, bro. We're going to have to let them know what's good. And it's going to take some sacrifice. It's going to take a little bit more pain. It's going to take a whole lot of understanding because you got to understand they've been oppressed longer than we have as a people. Women have always been a property of a man up until 1960s, 70s, women's rights and all that thing. A man can do whatever to his wife. Those relationships lasted because those women was bullied and pressured into certain things.
Right.
These relationships don't last because they rebellious. They have the freedom to be rebellious now. But it's up to us to teach them they don't have to be rebellious. They can trust us. We got to lead by example, kind of show them like, look, I'm solid. It might not work with the first one or the 10th one.
Right.
But if everybody had an understanding of who they are, we can still love them and treat them like queens because that's who they are by nature, bro. But the essence of a black woman today in 2021, she might have a dildo on and act like a dude. Her girlfriend might be a dude that act like a girl.
Wow. Why
we the only people doing that?
Why we the only ones doing that?
Then you go back to why you said about the music and what do I thought about it. This is why I'm Constantine, bro. This is why. You know what I mean? It's a real thing. But what they doing to us as a people, we ain't gonna make it. And it ain't just music, it's everything.
It's everything.
You know how many people talking about that girl deserved to get killed, they had the knife?
Right.
Nobody cares that she was bullied for about a year, or that she was a foster kid, or that the demons came to her house and then another one came and killed her. They don't care. No. See, I look at it on a spiritual level, so I say, well, she was bullied. She was a foster kid. She was always God's child.
Right.
Demons came, bro, on 420 to her crib.
Right.
And then another one showed up and finished her off. So while she looked like a savage with a knife, put in a spiritual form. You got one angel trying to fight off 3 demons, 5 demons, whatever the case. I don't know these people personally. I might get some phone calls or some inboxes. I do not care. Because again, I'm working for God. This is all true, buddy. Right. But on a spiritual level, the forces that was proceeding that event led to that girl's death. And all of them was on the same side, my man.
Right.
They was. Homie didn't pull up and talk. He came to finish something.
Right.
Think he would shot a little white girl like that?
Nah.
Multiple times?
Nah.
These are things we got to understand, whether you white, black, or Jew. We go out here and fight for gay rights. You know, certain laws implemented that's a court order by the president. You can't do this to these people. When are they going to do this for us?
That's a fact.
When is somebody going to get some federal time for killing a black man out here and make it a law that you can't do it? If you're a police officer, if you're a government official, if it's hate crimes involved, you get death penalty maximum. Why not us?
Right.
We're on our 4th stimulus check. Where the reparations at, B?
Right.
We only wanted like 10% of what they done gave out since COVID. 10% is what we needed to come up out of oppression, stop flooding the prisons, and stop selling dope and become a different people. And they won't do it for that reason.
For that reason alone. And that's the thing. So it's like, it's set up for us to fail. It's a trap. And we know that it's loaded. We have the wisdom. We older. We've been out there. I've been through my thing.
Right.
I'm pretty sure, you know, you've seen things that I haven't seen. I've seen things that you haven't seen. But it's like, we know that we're fighting a loaded fight. It's kind of like they got both our hands behind our back. And they're telling you the only contact you got to punch. But you got my hands confined behind me. If I headbutt or I kick, I'm disqualified. They expect us to win the fight. So it's like, yo, for the people out here, it's like, yo, and a lot of us, our eyes are closed, and it's like, yo, it then became normalized to us. We don't even realize it's spiritual. We don't even realize like this is evil. This is like that whole vibe. It's evil.
Yeah.
Like, you can feel death. You can go in certain places, certain
you
clubs,
can feel it.
Certain shows.
Yeah, you can feel it.
You can feel it when you walk in. And to them, it's like this normal.
Right. Yep.
What's your views on that, bro? Because like we're talking, it's bigger, but a lot of people, they don't even realize, or they're not even in tune. They're just thinking this just is the way. I mean,
imagine this, right? Africans, we don't like you. Chinese people, we don't like you. Mexicans, white, we don't like you. Black people, we don't like you. And they say black men make excuses.
Right.
Some things can't be ignored. And what happened in the past 12 months is it can't be ignored no more, that we are being hunted. We are being oppressed. It is things implemented for us never to make it.
Right.
They are trying to teach our women. You think a black man came up with that little rose all these women putting on their coochie?
Nah.
It ain't nothing but black women online. Like, yeah, I don't need no nigga.
Right.
Come on, baby.
It ain't other races. It's our people.
Come on, baby. Y'all slipping. Come on, man. They got sex dolls. They are trying to kill us off through police murder, self-sabotage, eating bad, fluoride, all kinds of stuff, man. You couldn't even imagine.
Wow. And it's just
and again, you got to think about everything we touch turn to gold. You're looking at a race of people that's fighting for their race, not their bloodline.
Right.
Whoever you are involved with and your kids, it's still gonna be black.
Still gonna be black.
If your kids tangle with their kids, they still gonna be black.
Right.
In 100 years, scientifically, the world is supposed to look like 80% Obama or darker.
Right.
So people wonder, why are they going ham just killing black men? Why not?
They don't want to
trying to save a race, not a bloodline. It's okay for all of us to be one people, bro, because that's how God intended it in the beginning. It's going to always come back to what he intended.
Right. Right.
They can kill 1 million of us. Gonna be 10 million babies born tomorrow. They can never stop it.
Right. Okay. Arms too short to box with God. Definitely.
That's right.
Arms is too short to box with God. And it's the thing is like, even with the music industry, right? It's like, okay, I see the independent people, they have the creative control. They have the artistry.
Yeah.
It's like the way back in the day, let's think about the 90s and the 2000s. They were speaking a message or they were reporting from the streets, whatever standpoint they took, it was art. Nowadays, it's like everybody, it seems like, on the mainstream has the same message. It's like, yo, I got the 50K, we gang. We got the women, we got the jewelry, we got the bling bling, all this stuff. But it's like it's no originality anymore. And it's like we both know from being in the game, it's like that's the trap or the way they try to paint it. There's plenty of creative people out there that just don't get the spotlight. So it's like, how do you avoid that lane where it's like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Because everybody feels like I gotta talk this or I gotta have a Draco on my video to compete. How do you stay relevant? And
I try to be honest, first of all. I might have a Draco and all that, but my lane is I'm not a beta male and I'm not an alpha male. I'm a sigma male.
Right.
I'm always in my own lane because an alpha male and a beta male need each other to exist. One doesn't exist without the other. And I'm gonna exist regardless. I'm gonna flourish regardless. I'm in my own lane regardless. I spend a lot of time by myself and I love it because I get to build with my God.
Right.
This is how I manifest these things, bro. This is how I make my own world my world instead of being in the world everybody else is in. I live in the same reality, but I'm in my own world 24/7, 365. That's how I stay happy in a world full of evil monkeys.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If I ever step outside of my energy field, it's going to be not evil, but godly. But probably gonna put more fear than any evil person ever put into somebody. And I'm gonna step right back into it. Because when I go home, I'm gonna get a love to the people that deserve it. Ain't none of that energy coming home with me.
Right.
I'm well balanced, bro.
Right.
So you might meet some people that be like, that mom right there crazy. First impression, because you tried it.
Right.
And then you might meet some people that be like, he's an angel. The difference is, it's two types of people. You either on my side or that side. If you're on that side, I know. As soon as you come for my spirit and come for my soul and try to ruin it, and so it's out, baby.
Gotta catch your head off.
And if I can't pull the swords out, the tongue gonna be just as swordish. I'm gonna cut it up. But you're gonna learn today. That's how I rock, dog.
Right.
I ain't pressure all the time, but I'm pressure sometime.
Yeah, I feel you on that. Yeah. So let's talk about that, yo. My cousin in the comment, he said you got a very interesting perspective, yo. He's an engineer as well. So yeah, definitely y'all link up. Yo, so all right, let's take it back. Okay, so now you're working on the project, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so let me ask you, was you working on the project pre-movie or just after the movie, post-movie?
Yeah, pre-movie.
Okay, so you're working on the project, right? how did you get into the Savage Genesis? How did that come about?
You know, I had linked back up with Temp. I've known him for a while, bro.
Salute,
You know,
Tef.
like 20 years. And so, you know, he hit me up and we started building. He said he wanted to work on the movie. He came up with the concept of the movie and we started building on it. And so I was in a group called Pressure with my homie Low back at Hazardous. Wow, and then we became Screwface, Hazardous Records. I'm one of the founders of Hazardous Records.
Yeah, you know, that's crazy. That's crazy.
We dropped that Annihilation in 98, first double CD, first record label in Carolina, you know all that.
Right.
And so Pressure was also a character that reminded him of his brother, his late brother.
Right.
And so I know I've been Pressure out here in the streets before. You know, I'm civilized, bro. I got a kid, but
right.
It was nothing to get into the role. And I was just inspired by my old self.
Wow.
You know, I did my role improv. It wasn't written by nobody. It was off top of my head.
Right.
My whole role that I got the accolades for, it was improv.
Wow.
So when I be speaking on certain things, saying, you know, I wrote this, I wrote that, that's what I mean. You know, I had to come up with that. Those are raw emotions, bro. That's why that came like that. They want none of that scripted. Can't script that.
Right.
But you can do that. You can act that out. And I just gave up my old self. You know, I gave them a glimpse of what I used to be.
Right.
Or what it could be if they ever pulled me out my zone. You know?
Right. if we ever had to go back to it. Right.
Yeah. For sure.
So let me ask you, was this your first time acting or you had already had prior experience?
Bro, I've been acting like a nice guy my whole life.
Yeah, that's real.
And the reason why I've been doing it is because I know what I was dealing with until I controlled it. Right. So I always presented good energy to people expecting that it returned, and I never got it. And that's what the Savage shit came from, bro.
Right.
Real. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. This is an opinion question though. It seems like the good of the person, the worse of the things they go through, or the more genuine you are, it's like people take it for granted. It's like a weakness. Like your kindness, you're showing love. It's like you could be a killer.
Yeah.
I'm not bringing anger. I'm showing love, and it's like a person to turn around and spit in your face. And now you just met Jason. It's like, yeah, I tried to be nice, try to give you benefit. You spit in my face, now you force my hand. Now I gotta go savage. Why do you think people is like, yo, until I'm gonna get
they don't even know why. You know why they don't know? Because they being puppeted, bro. Let's get back to the spiritual.
Being puppeted.
Do you know the definition of hate is a lesser form of love? Wow. How many people you know not toxic and that's all they know? In their household before they ever get in a relationship. Mama slapping people, cussing people out, bringing 20 dudes through there. Come on, man. Daddy beating up people, getting drunk, getting high, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
Toxic. They got a love-hate thing. And so half of the homies and half of the people, women, whoever, family you encounter, secretly hate you, but that's the only love they know. If you look at it from a spiritual level, you'll have to understand and still be able to love them without hating them too, bro. Because you know better. You know the difference. That's where I'm at. A lot of people hate me, but they don't know it. I know what hate is.
Right.
Love wants to see you win. Like, I could never see you fail, brother. Because I got love for you. I've known you since 1992. I can't see you failing ever in life. You my dog. Outside of the music and all that. And anything else would be hate.
Wow.
How can I picture that? How you feel about your kids? How you feel about your mama? You want her to lose? Nah, you can't see it. Somebody talk down on them, you're going to smack their jaws off. These are real things you do when you love people. And so the opposite of things you do when you hate people. Ain't nobody sitting in your house torturing you all day if they love you. They hate you. You just don't know what hate means. It's lovish, but the line crosses and it becomes all negative obsession. I'm going to show you negative love. We're going to have angry sex. take this plate and don't ask, you know.
Right.
They still love you, but it's all negative. And until you realize that hate is that and love is the other, people got to separate the two, and then you learn how to love people. But then you got to really love yourself too.
Yeah.
You know, how many people just be like, well, I got a side piece, but if they don't, they're in a relationship in a few months.
Right.
Ain't nobody trying to heal. Ain't nobody trying to like see where they was at fault or clear out the air, clear the energy.
Right.
Everybody's content with living a lie and washing away their own demons until the next person pop them back up and show their ass again. You still retarded.
Right. Right. No growth, no change. Right.
Dog, I ain't mad about nobody. I ain't mad about nothing I ever been through. Anybody I ever been with, dog. I look at who they with and I be like, sucks to be you.
Right. Wow.
I don't do reoccurring exes and things like that. I used to, but I don't do it no more because I had to take myself out of that box that they got because I love the box.
Right.
I say, outside the box that you love so much, what is this person?
Wow.
Damn, I've been sleeping with the devil for a long time. Having you down yourself, doubting yourself, you know, all these things. You got demons coming at you from so many angles because you sticking, you know, in the wrong box.
In the wrong box. Right.
You exchanging spiritual energy, and then you gotta undo it. And people never undo it. They go into the next because they don't want to be alone, or they don't want to seem strange, or they, you know, whatever the case. It's an understanding you gotta have, bro, and understand yourself is the highest, man.
Yeah. And that's real. And that's like something you had to go through to learn that. It's like sometimes people, it's like, yo, it's a blessing that people go through it and they tell you. But there's a lot of times it's like people, we like, yo, okay, that happened to them, but it ain't gonna happen to me. Sometimes it's like, yo, you getting advice and it's like, yo, I hear you, but that ain't gonna happen to me. And it's like what I've noticed and just living life. It's like most of the guys that used to try and give me advice when I was young and be like, look, shorty, don't do this, ... And I'm looking at them like, you messed up, but I'm not gonna mess up. But it was one thing that they always said. They said, you can listen to me now and change, or you'll find yourself down the road in life telling somebody else, look, shorty, you don't want to make the same mistake I made.
Absolutely.
And it's like, yo, the cycle of life like that. It's almost like, now you're it. Now they move forward. Now you stuck with this. It's like, yo, because only thing we had to do was listen and learn from it. So it's like, yo, the jewels you dropping. It's like, yo, that'll avoid a lot of pitfalls for a lot of people out there that's viewing, or young men that's growing up. Like, yo, that insight will save you a lot of heartache. That'll save you a lot of pain.
I mean, I honestly, that's the only reason why I went through it, bro. I feel like God was like, yo, you're going to be my tool. You said yes, right? Okay. Right. Well, it's not going to be easy. And then he had to shake off all the crud from all, you know, all the demons and different things. But the path, bro, is laid. And I'm still moving forward. Like I'm good. Every day I wake up, I go to sleep praising. I wake up praising like I'm so good. I can actually look at all that stuff and I can laugh about it. I could talk about it and passionately, or joke about it. But I never heard about it. It's only a testimony, because if people could see me still be happy after what I tell them, they'll be all right, bro. You know?
Right.
Yeah, man.
Right. It's always better on the other side. So it's like, all right, tapping into your old life for the movie. How long did y'all shoot? How long did y'all shoot the movie? How long did it take?
We was filming Savage from August of 2019 till December when I got in the accident.
Right.
And then we had to take 3 or 4 months off because I couldn't even take a deep breath. Like I still got, my ribs is still like, so I filmed that whole most of the movie after the accident. You know? Yeah, dog. Thug life over here, baby.
Wow. You can't even hardly breathe, and your passion has still got you out there. So it's like, okay.
It was so crazy because I actually like got into depressed mode when it happened. Not because of the seeing my life flash. I've done that a few times. But I couldn't rap or take a deep breath for 2.5 months. Every time I stepped on the mic, it was a sharp pain. And I'm sitting here like, I just lose my career and everything I ever worked for behind an accident, and this lady is lying, saying she can run this light.
Right.
They had me in a place, bro. But when I bounced back from it, you see what it is.
Yeah,
oh man, I'm flying, man. I'm very thankful, bro. All them times I had to fall down to do that scene in the movie in the end.
Wow.
I woke up sore for like 2 or 3 days behind that.
Right.
You know what I mean? Pop my rotator cuff out. Yeah, I did myself dirty in that scene, dog. But you know, I'm good now. I'm healed up. But yeah, I was doing all them little stunts and everything. You know, everything was real, man.
Wow.
You know, we filmed that right here in the hood, bro.
Right. So you popped your rotator cuff and everything on the set.
Yeah, you see me keep doing like this, right? Every couple minutes. That joint on fire, bro.
Wow, bro.
Yeah, man.
So the sacrifices, the movie's out. It's doing great. Doing numbers. After you've seen the movie, because I'm pretty sure when y'all filming, you didn't see the whole thing right away.
Nah.
The first time you seen the movie, what was your thoughts?
Man, I said, there you go. I said, we did a good job. Everybody pitched in, made crazy sacrifices with their time. Everybody came with their own ideas for their own character. And it was dope. I helped my son out with his role too. Told him what to do and say, came up with most of his scenes and whatnot. But man, most of that was filmed here in Raleigh.
Wow.
I picked like 70% of the locations.
Right.
You know, and put a lot into that movie. So the character was just one of them things where I was going to make sure I did my best. When I seen that joint was on Amazon Prime and Tubi, I told my mama, I was like, yo, ain't no failure. I made it. You know what I'm saying? You got a son you could brag on.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Tubi,
family
Amazon,
gonna be okay.
Right. That ain't
she still don't understand. You know, she still don't understand, bro. She like, oh, get a job, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, you don't understand.
Right.
So, you know, I'm in the process of actually making her into somebody she never thought she would be. I know what my mom been through, bro.
Right.
And her faith in black men is like a mustard seed.
Wow.
All I've been doing since I was grown is trying to restore that. Her faith in black men. I tried not to let her down. You know, me and my mom have it in and out, bro, but I'm gonna show her what her baby is worth. You know, this is one of those things where everybody judgment on everybody's life. She might feel a certain type of way for the path she took, but when I do this, she gonna know her struggles weren't in vain, bro.
Right.
Grandma gonna know hers weren't in vain.
Right.
See, I might say, grandma was raped. Mama is a product of rape.
Right.
It's a long line of that slave shit I was telling you about.
Pain and all that, right.
Okay. You would think everything was treacherous until you meet me. Now it has purpose. Now it was God behind it. Oh, now the family out of generational curses and poverty, and this man right here ain't nothing like none of the men ever been in the family. Now you see what everything was about, bro. And this is generational.
Right.
Curses are real. The curses come from people not taking the sacrifice with God and continuing to be an evil mom. That's how the curse continues. You have to break it by that. You have to make sacrifice for God and get right with God to break the curse. That's it. It ain't about money.
Nah.
It's about being different at heart, raising your kids different, you know, putting out different energy. So I'm in a place where I can show everybody that God got me here, love got me here. You know, in the worst situations, it's still like sunshine at the end of that joint, bro. Like, I'm a living testimony of everybody in my family in the long generations of whatever struggles, that is beauty in that shit. I'm like a living fact. My son gonna be a great man. His son gonna be a great man. His son gonna be a great man. We all gonna have like paintings up on the shit because we're gonna be rich as hell. And we're gonna be civilizing people like we supposed to do as a people.
Right.
We're gonna be loving people like we're supposed to do as a people. These are things I'm teaching my kids, bro. They're gonna teach their kids. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing soft about that.
Right.
There's nothing wrong with me telling my son I love him. I don't kiss him. I don't hug him. But that's my man's.
Right.
Nothing wrong with me telling my daughter I love you. I'm gonna show him too.
Show you. I'm gonna show you.
And if the energy, I tell my homies I love them. It ain't no homo shit at all.
Right.
Because if I ain't tell them, they might not think nobody do. The world is a treacherous place, bro.
That's a fact right there.
So when I speak it, I mean it. But also, it's because the Most High telling me I need to bond with my brothers more. I need to bond with my sisters more.
Right.
They need to know you love them for real. It don't need to be no questions. Don't nobody trust questions.
Nah, actions.
Everything has to be solidified, dog.
Right.
So that's why the whole time we're doing this interview, I'm looking you in your eyes still, because you know it's real with me. You know?
That's a fact right there.
Yeah.
Yo, and that's a fact.
Stand on it, man. Stand on it, man.
Yo, and I'd seen both sides. I seen you in the beginning, I seen you in the end, and it's like I salute you on your growth, because like, yo, coming from where we come from, we're gonna jump into that in a minute, but I don't want to get off the topic of the movie. But it's like coming from where we come from, a lot of people didn't make it. So it's like, yo, to see, and if they did make it, it's like, yo, they still dealing with certain struggles from that lifestyle we was in.
Yeah.
So it's like to see your brother make a 180, turn it around on Amazon and Tubi. Not only that, it's like, yo, when I hear you speak, you're uplifting God. You're giving God's message. You're showing love. Civilized.
Yeah.
Like we were really living savage lives. It's like whether
that's all we knew, bro.
Right.
We definitely was that. The movie is a real thing. Like all we did was reenact some old stuff and bring it back for the new.
Right.
Yo, that's real, bro. That's Rollywood all day.
All day.
You know?
All day. And that's the thing.
Man.
Yo, and it's like it's history. So it's like, yo, the fact that you get to relive it and the fact that you get the homage with it, because it's like, yo, some people may look at it and be like, yo, you did a great job. You were acting. But it's like the people that know, it's like, yo, that's how he really was. That he's not acting. He's not acting, but it's like, yo, at the same time, so that becomes like the triple entendre. Because it's like,
yo, with them, they say, yo, you crazy, man. You crazy. You really did that role. You really went up there and acted like that dude. You crazy. But they love it.
They love it.
Yo, I'm legendary, man.
Right.
When I say I'm legendary, I'm legendary. I'm good everywhere because I just did what Tupac did for the culture. I did what DMX did for the culture in Belly.
Right.
I did what Lorenz Tate did for the culture in Menace. Everybody loved the bad guy because they can feel his story.
They can feel the story.
That's why. But when he give it up like that's him for real, like Denzel in Training Day, like that man, yo, you had to give it. Come on, bro.
You got to.
I gave him the raw me, and it was the old me, and the world loved that, man. The hood loved me, the city loved me, the state loved me, the haters loved me.
Right.
Oh, y'all love me. Y'all just don't know how to love right, dog. That's all.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's all right, man.
Right. Yeah, it is just doors gonna keep opening, yo. I want to throw to a clip from the movie real quick.
For sure.
I'm gonna play a clip, then we're gonna talk about the clip. We're gonna talk about after. We're gonna break down what the clip was about.
Okay.
So it don't mess with the audio. I'm gonna mute my mic and I'm gonna mute your mic so they can hear the audio, so it don't mess with the sound on the video.
I get it.
We're gonna jump into that right now.
All right.
Good, man. First start to say you knew where you was at, home.
I don't care about you,
no
bro.
better than be
You
coming in my
always
hood with this
think
stupid shit.
I
nigga.
didn't even know
Hey,
he
look,
was gonna be
nigga, check this out. Don't come to my hood no more. This ain't your place, B. This ain't your motherfucking
This
home,
isn't
nigga.
your
Next
place
time I
either.
see you, you know what
Stop,
it is.
we know where you
Pressure,
came
boy.
from.
I got it.
No, I
Check
don't
this
care.
out,
I'm
homeboy.
sick of your fucking ass. You always fucking in my face. I'm tired of it.
Calm
You
down,
just
man. I
fucking
got
go
this.
the fuck away, bro.
Yeah, we got it.
Go the fuck away.
Hey, look at here.
Nobody's fucking clean with
Tell
you.
you a homie to watch. And her
don't
both
fucking-
know this my hood. Yeah. You know what you're doing right now. You're violating, B.
Your fucking hood.
You know what it is. You know what it is, don't you, little J-Rock?
You definitely know what it is.
Pressure, boy.
Yeah.
Bust pipes.
Look at brain mind with me.
Yo, hold on. Nigga, you know I'm about that.
Nobody's fucking talking to me.
I don't know what's going on with you. What?
This is fucking
I don't know what's going on, but this is a love event. I ain't here for all this shit. Whatever y'all got going on, take that shit somewhere else, bro.
You got it, legend. You got it, legend. You know what I'm saying? I respect you, baby.
Oh, man, I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying?
True. Yo, the J-Rock, you know what it is when I see you pressure, boy.
Yeah, I see
You always want to start
Come on, man. Let's go, man.
Lane, let's go.
About to go roll up, man.
You're fucking trash, bro.
Where's slide, though? Where's slide, yeah?
Open the door.
I don't want to give him too much. Hold on. I don't want to give him too much, yo. They can stream it, yo. Savage Genesis on all platforms.
Yeah, go stream that Savage Genesis.
Yo, I want to talk about that scene right now because it's like, yo, you don't see that anymore. It's like back in our time, it was like the big homies. Hold up, yo. This my people's, that's my people, yo. I keep it cool. Nowadays, you don't see that anymore. So let's talk about the scene. Let's talk about how that translates back to when we was growing up. Let's bring that same scenario nowadays in perspective.
From that perspective right there, when we was growing up, all the OGs respected each other, whether it was a gang set or just a real dude that survived the hood. It was mutual respect. Right. So in that scene, I step on J-Rock neck, but I ain't gonna disrespect Legend because he the homie, he the OG. He invited us there. Right. So, you know, right now, the youngins don't have the respect for the OGs. And that's kind of what's going on right now. The reason why everything off kilter. Right. You know, it's an ego thing. It's like people can't take criticism. You know, you got this old nigga factor. Everybody want to be talking, but them OGs survived that, everything. And it was way more treacherous back then. Like, they think it's crazy now, yes. But we grew up in the 90s, bro. Right. They make movies about our life.
Right. Really? What really happened?
So, I kind of look at that just like, you know, kind of lost touch with the streets, lost touch with the codes. People don't follow the codes. The OGs be backdooring each other. They ain't no love. The young boys don't respect the OGs. And, you know, as time goes by, bro, like we was in high school together. Right. So the young boys is out here now is like the kids of the people we probably didn't even like in high school that was assholes.
Right.
You know,
right.
But on 100, because it's 2021 and they lit. They trying to outdo everybody in the same thing they doing, but do it better. Right. Like, where are our engineers? Where are our, you know, inventors, bro? Where the black inventors at? Right. We got a few, but it's like a 1 in a million thing. And they ain't talking about creating no software. We had to create chitlins from pig guts and popcorn from kernels and everything that was shit. We took it and made it sugar. Right. Where they at? That's what I'm on when I talk to them, bro. When I talk to the young boys, like, stay creative, stay innovative, constant elevation. Don't sit here and compare yourself to nobody because you might be way greater than you know. Right. These is things, bro. And then God will keep putting you to things. If you're not fulfilling the mission, you might get taken up out of here. Wow. You might allow the devil to send somebody to have you. Right. It could be for you messing up. It could be for lack of faith. It could be for whatever. But in order for us to move forward, bro, we got to push a positive note with ourselves. Right. It's so important for everybody to love themselves and not be validated by anybody else, man. Right. It's so important. But in order to do that, you're going to have to first understand why people love you. Why should they? Self-awareness, you know, is the biggest thing, man. Right. Self-sabotage is the worst. People do that. They'll put their worst fears, they manifest that before they manifest a trip to Hawaii with their dream person. They'll play out a whole bad situation over and over before it happened because of fear. Meanwhile, you wasting all your manifesting power on some bullshit, and you ain't never gonna get where you're going because you're doing this. You're actually making your future a reality. So if you can step outside of that box, when you start manifesting, everything might not happen exactly how you want, the way you want it, but you're gonna start noticing them things coming to pass.
Right.
It's a beautiful place to be, bro.
Wow.
It ain't nothing wrong with being a man. It's everything wrong with being ignorant. It's everything wrong with being a boy.
Wow.
You know, we can't really give nothing we don't expect. We can't even receive nothing we don't expect to give first.
Right.
So when we want this this love and this compassion and stuff, let's start with us, my brother.
Right. That's a fact. That's definitely a fact right there, bro. Definitely starts with us. It's definitely, and we're the older, so it's like we definitely got to set the example for the younger generation. We got to show them the way. And like you said, a lot of the OGs now, because they're backdooring and the code went out to things. So it's like if we tried to live by the code we grew up in, we wouldn't survive nowadays. Because like certain things we just won't do. We'll rather die before I do this. That's the norm.
Most definitely. Like
That's
before I wear some pants that expose my manhood because they so tight,
right.
I'd rather die first.
Right. Right.
Things I definitely would rather go ahead, God, go ahead and take me. I did get to that point when God came and stepped in, bro. I was like, this world is not my thing.
Right.
I'm tired of this energy, tired of dealing with these people. But again, I was not listening.
Right.
I was trying to have the people I love around me and do the things I wanted versus excluding the bullshit and having the people that love me around, because there's some people out here that really celebrate me. I appreciate everybody that love me, bro.
Right. That's a fact.
I used to take it for
right. Right. And you said a powerful thing right there. Is that people, sometimes the people around you, you say you change the mindset, manifesting the wrong thing. So it's like we speak a lot of stuff negative on ourselves. I'm never going to be this. I'm that. It's power in words. But like you said, once we change our mind, we begin to change how we talk. We begin to manifest different things in our life. How important sometimes is it to change your environment, to change the people you're around? It's like sometimes I've noticed in my past, it's like you outgrow people. It's like all they expect you to ever do, if you on the block, all they expect you to be is on the block. And the moment you want to go to school, now you acting funny, yo. You think you better now. You trying to be smart, but it's like you trying to better yourself. But it'd be like the people that's in your circle is the ones that don't want to see you fly the most. And it almost becomes like if you make something of yourself, it exposes that I didn't make something of myself. So it's almost like they're happy with you as long as you're doing the mediocre, as long as you're doing average. But the moment you start manifesting and taking off, now all of a sudden becomes a problem. Have you experienced that in your career?
Every time I make a stride, every time I drop a project, anytime I'm on the radio, every time, you know, when the movie dropped, I had issues with people. It's always that.
Right.
Nobody is never happy to see you shine, usually, unless they love you. They're not going to be happy to see you in a place that they're not. I could genuinely be happy for somebody that has nothing to do with me, that never will, and be happy for them, bro.
Right.
Like, I'm happy to see you bonding with people and building with artists and opening up a brand for Carolina, and you touching bases with people everywhere, bro. Right. You don't know how large that is. That's like extra large, triple XL shit, you know?
Right.
And me knowing you from where you come from, my spirit is smiling and laughing at the same time, sitting here watching you, bro. Because you're such a positive guy, and what you're doing is a beautiful thing, man.
Right.
You know? And just watching your growth and you watching mine, man, all we got to do is keep talking people, inspiring people.
Right.
You work your lane, I'm going to work mine. My music is strong and powerful.
Right.
You know? And when I do talk to people when I'm out in the world, I'm honest with them. I live in truth, bro. As long as you live in truth, you can be happy. You can understand how to move, man.
Right.
You can say, this is what I need to work on. These are my weaknesses. These are my strengths. You can't let somebody tell you what and who you are and you believe that. Because if enough people tell you, you'll start to believe it.
Right.
So you need to be around people that celebrate you, uplift you, you know, put you in places, not on no yes man.
Right.
But it need to be positive, not negative.
Positive, not negative.
Somebody call you and say, yo, I scratched a lottery ticket and won $10,000. The average person will say, how much you giving me?
Right. Right.
It's only one in a few going to be happy that they people's won that lottery ticket and they're going to be okay.
They're going to be okay.
And that might be the only person that won that lottery ticket. I got a homeboy I went to high school with. He like one of the only dudes I know that they like won a lot of money in the lottery. Genuinely happy.
Right. Right. Wow. Right. And you never know. Right. And that might have been the money that saved them from getting evicted. It's like we have a mentality where it's like me. That might be, they might have had a lost one a death or something. They can't bury the person. Now this comes through. Now they able to, you know, so we don't know why the blessing came to them. But it's like you said, some people have that mentality. What is it? What's in it for me? It's not always about what is it. It's like, what can I do to help? And it's like, I think that's why we're from that era. And I think that's why, you know, we have a good chemistry because it's like, yo, as long as I've known you, you've never been the type that I'm going to take from somebody else to big myself up. Or it's always been genuine love. Like even when I first met you, it's like you didn't know me from a can of paint, but we didn't have a problem. It's like we built the bond over time, but it's like you always had a good chemistry. I was trying to be, you know, I was new here. So it's like I wasn't trying to make waves. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't trying to make waves. Yeah. So it's like, you know, it's always was in us. And when I say that, it's like, yo, you can't be good hearted, but it's like you're in certain situations, and that would bring me to like we just lost a legend like that. DMX. Where it's like he's in turmoil. But he had a good heart. So, like, let's talk about that because on one hand, you might have some people that may say, "Your ex was a positive person. Ex touched me. Ex did this." But then on the flip side, you may have somebody else say, "Well, he was negative. He was this. He was on the drugs. He was da." And the thing that hurts me the most is like, yo, how ex affected me is how he affected me. But I had respect for him the whole time, even in his dark times, even when he was going through what he went through. I was one of the people like, yo, I'm going to pray for him because I understand what he's trying to do.
Right.
I understand the fight that he's going against. And it's like a lot of times it's like when you're going through your darkest times, it's like everybody's hands off. Now something happens. Now everybody loves you. I was with him. But it's like, yo, when I needed that phone call, when I needed that encouraging word, you know what I mean? So it's like when we die, they want to celebrate. But it's like, yo, when we going through the storms, a lot of times it's just us and God, or it's us and our families, or our closest friends, or like you said, those people that's praying in the back. That's like, I don't want the glory. I just see you going through. I'm praying for you.
Yeah.
So let's talk about that side. It's like our culture is like we have a big problem with that. It's like we love you when you up. The moment it starts getting turbulence,
man,
everybody's hands off, bro.
I think like the lower self in people, aka demons, because you know I'm on that.
Right.
They celebrate the failure because they know you had it, you coming. They have a grasp on you. So instead of being happy or instead of celebrating, they'll celebrate your death literally.
Wow.
How can you do that? This person couldn't borrow $20 for gas, ended up getting in a situation and getting killed, but you'll spend $20 on his t-shirt.
Right.
Dang, dog. And not just $20. Oh, everybody in the hood got $20. But again, he couldn't get $120 when he was alive in the hood.
Right.
He couldn't get one I love you or one tear or one drop of compassion when he was alive. Couldn't nobody understand his story when he was alive.
Right.
Yeah, bro. That's why I killed off the old me.
Right.
Bang. I wasn't trying to hold on to none of that, bro.
Right.
But when you let it go, you let go to people and the things that oppress it and bring it forth too. You don't keep ripping scabs off and saying it's just gonna grow back.
Right.
You're gonna have scars for life.
Scars for life.
You cut off the dead limbs to save other parts of your body.
Right.
It all hurts, my friend, but you're gonna heal.
You're gonna heal.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So, like I said, when I love people, if they on that type time, I'm gonna distance myself. We ain't fighting, we ain't beefing. I ain't enemies with nobody I ever grew up with. I might not like some of them, but I love them.
Right.
You know what I mean? We might not talk, but it's still love, daddy.
Right.
And that's just how I rock.
Right.
Because if I carry anything else on my heart, damn dog, you don't run your demons off on me. What type of asshole am I then?
Right. Right.
I gotta answer the God behind that.
Right. Right. And it's, yeah, in that sense, he said, like, you don't forgive, I don't forgive you. You holding grudges, I'm holding the grudges. So it's like you said, we're accountable to a higher being. We're accountable to God. And said, yo, how can I love you? You ain't loving them.
Right.
How can I forgive you? You ain't forgiving. You holding unforgiveness. You got ill will in your heart. And he looking like, yo, but you done me wrong. So it's like when we start looking at it that way, it's like it becomes like, yo, I don't even want to put the blood on my hands no more.
It's not easy to forgive nobody.
Nah.
It is easier to say it than actually do it.
Right.
Right? The only way to truly forgive somebody is to say, the devil got a hold of them and they couldn't control themselves.
Right.
You got to look at the obvious, because when you take away your feelings, there's a reality behind it. What was that?
Right.
When somebody you know so well becomes somebody you don't, you could swear something done hopped on them where they done went crazy, right? It's a real thing, bro. What you got to stop doing is telling yourself what you see and know to be real. It's not, because other people say it.
Right.
People start looking at the reality of things, you'll have a forgiving heart because you say, well, DMX, he was tricked into smoking whatever when he was a kid.
Right.
His OG did that to him. He put demons on that man and opened up parts of his brain that God did not meant for us to use. Right. And he was not able to kick it ever. I know nobody who has ever.
Right.
I've lost family, friends, girlfriends, fucking drug problems.
Right.
It's a demon, bro. Because when you open that up, you don't come back. You're going to fight that for life unless God really take you. It is a constant struggle. Right. Early on in DMX career, he was Darkman X.
Right.
He was, you know, he had all these songs about Damien, different.
Right.
He was fighting and working for God. He switched up and he never went back, even though people was calling him crazy. They crucified that man's whole legacy with his past, like he couldn't be reborn.
Right.
And he might have been fighting demons, bro, but that was God's child too. We were supposed to embrace that man and understand him.
Right.
And they didn't until he died. His music went up 900%. Not one, not 200%, but 900%.
Right.
Oh, y'all fuck with DMX now, huh? This is life we live, bro. So when you talk about people celebrating your death, it ain't people. Them demons mad they got one of God's kids out the way.
Right.
Get on out the way. You doing too much.
You're doing too much.
They don't try to win me over no more, bro. Because I went through everything to be won and broken. Like if the devil was gonna claim me, it would have happened already.
Right.
So the next thing is, you know, people, grimy people and stuff like that. And I look at it like, you know, a spiritual thing.
Right. It's all spiritual.
Yup.
All spiritual. So let me ask you, yo, we from that 90s era. I want to take it on both sides. The industry and the music scene. The changes from the 90s when we first got into it how the game has changed. Then I want to take it from the street life, black community, black culture, how it's changed from the 90s to now.
I mean, when we we was coming off of like dancing and hip hop and those type things.
Right.
Everybody's kind of showing love. And then, it kind of went to like a gangster level. And it went from that to like a homosexual thing. And now it's like a mixture of savage stuff.
Right.
The culture definitely has been implemented by some people that we probably would never see. But
right.
The guys that used to make the type of music that we used to make in the 90s, they don't get on because the message that they giving up ain't a quick.
Right.
That's like a special time for us in hip hop. It was kind of like the making of everything. Everybody you see doing music now was redoing 90s music.
Right. Right. That was the golden years right there.
Golden years, yes. We had Wu-Tang, Biggie, Tupac, Jay-Z.
Right. You name it.
Nas. Man, it was like very crazy. I came in on Nas and Big L and Wu-Tang.
Right.
Rakim, late 80s, early 90s.
Right.
Those are everything hip hop essence can be.
Right.
It's in the left field because everything that we are and have developed into as a people is what you see in the music over and over again. Everybody's doing the same thing. Everybody's wearing the same thing. Everybody's acting the same way. It ain't too many people like on their own mission.
Right.
Like personality, bro.
Right.
I think everybody should be themselves and be comfortable in their own shoes. And people need to really develop like a sense of not caring about how people feel and not letting them define them with that.
Right.
You know who you are, you know what you like, and you know what you don't. But so many times we'll let people put us in situations we know we don't like or do things we don't want to do because we're afraid to look a certain way or afraid to lose somebody. I'm not afraid to lose nobody. I lost everybody I ever thought I could lose on that note. I ain't afraid. Only thing I'm afraid of is losing myself, bro.
Right. Right. Losing my soul. Right. Right.
Losing my soul, losing my mind, losing myself. I got a great big heart. I'm afraid of losing that. So I protect mine with doors and distance and ignoring like text messages and things. I be doing all that.
Nah, you got to though.
I'm gonna protect my energy, bro.
You got to. You got to. You got to. And it's a daily fight. It's a daily fight. So let me ask you a hip hop question outside of music, just as a lover of hip hop, right?
Yeah.
We got a legend. He just got they just acknowledged him finally after all these years. I'm talking about Nasty Nas.
Right.
So he drops a project, King's Disease. Right. He finally gets a Grammy, right? So, for the hood, we excited. Yo, Nas been nice. He's been ill.
That's my man.
A month later, you got Little Nas X. Drops a video, 666. Let's keep the message. We're gonna go real quick. He drops the shoes, the 666. He takes the, he's on the stripper pole down the hell. He's got the devil. So now when I think about my son is 16 years old.
Yeah.
So now when I'm having a conversation with his uncle and we're talking about Nas and we say, yo, Nas, da. We talking about the lyrical Nas.
Yeah,
this
no
young
doubt.
generation, they hear you're talking about Old Town Road. No, I'm not talking about the Old Town Road, dude. It's somehow the industry has a way to tarnish your legacy one way or another.
Dog, like, do you know? And I broke this down to a few people. I say, Dave East, check Nas X for the name.
Right.
Nas does a song with Nas X on stage.
Wow.
Nas X represents Nas X. the death of. The opposite. Nas is the God. Nas X is the devil. And I ain't calling him the devil because he's evil. I'm calling him the devil because of who he working for, what he represent in the eyes of the people. He may not even be a bad guy, but that little paper he signed, he put in that work for that dude, bro. There's a lot of kids that love him.
Love him. Love him.
So now he's on IG with his girlfriend and stuff, talking about don't judge him. He can change, sure thing, bro. You had to put your work in. You had to do. But look at what you've done.
Look at what you've done.
Nas, this is probably his last project. If not, he'll be retiring soon.
Right.
He got that Grammy after doing that joint with Nas X last year. They gave King's Disease a Grammy. Stillmatic, Illmatic, it was written. All Deserved one. Right. Godson was dope. Nas done put in work, man. And I can't say everything was totally top shelf production-wise, but he's always been Nas. He's always been that dude that should have been inducted to the Smithsonian or some shit like that. It ain't no secret what he did for hip-hop, bro, at 16 years old.
Right.
That's the God for real. So I look at that and I say, well, he couldn't get his respect until Nas X came to take his place. Nas X, not Nas, not Little Nas, not Big Nas, but Nas X.
Wow. X.
Nas about to slide out the game. Like you check the interview a couple years from now, he's about to slide and dude is going to misrepresent, like you said, everything he ever taught. They're going to undo it, bro. Yeah, that's what they're doing. They're going to undo everything. So that's what he was implemented for. That song was dope, Old Town Road, but he had a meaning behind it.
Yeah, the meaning.
Places that they put him and the things that he was able to accomplish, people worked their whole life for. He did it on one song. He got Billy Ray Cyrus. He got Miley Cyrus, all these people backing him. He did that out of his mama or grandma's house or something.
Right.
And he said he knew what he was signing up for when he did it. You do know the talent really don't matter. It's the perception.
It's the perception.
That song would have been never accepted in the hood ever, 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 ever.
Right.
If somebody from the hood had to try to push it without it being on TV and Billy Ray Cyrus and everything already, he would have probably like got his music cut off somewhere.
Right.
But because of how they implemented it and bled it into us, and they made it acceptable and they made it cool. The next thing is he demon worshiping and he got this devil behind him in a picture, buck breaking him like some damn slave master.
Right.
Everybody's like, oh, he's just racist and he's gay. Bruh. You got a white devil butt breaking a young black man, and y'all see gay? That's what y'all see?
Right.
It's just a blatant disrespect, bro. Doing that, laughing at us blatantly, showing our kids it's okay to take one from this white man. It's okay to get by the white man. Dog, it's not okay. Nobody should be in that position. We all men.
Right.
But it's okay for our sons to act like girls.
Right.
It's okay for our women to act like dudes. And it's okay for everybody to be disrespectful. It is not okay, my friend.
It's not okay. It's not okay. And that's the thing that I want to touch on next, is because like we talk about the youth and we talk about the children, right? So it's like the industry, they put out the Old Town Road, right? This is first single. They market him like, yo, this is a youth artist. Like this is for the youth. They targeted that song to the youth because I remember going to the graduations. I remember going to the field days or going to my kids' school. And this was a thing. Like you going to the graduation, they're playing Old Town Road. You going to the pep rallies, they're playing Old Town Road. So it's like they're marketing to kids only for 2 years later to say what you just said. Like, yo, to condition them. He's our new leader or whatever the case may be. He's the voice of our generation.
Right.
Suck him in. Now you got everybody. And now he's getting butt broke 2 years later.
You gotta ask yourself where all the studs go, bro.
Right.
2 years ago, Young and May was popping. Dej Loaf, all these people.
Right.
They switching up what's cool. You starting to see certain things fade out. Everything is trendy. Everything has been implemented. Everybody is what they see and hear. That's what they think is cool. Everybody's like big ass kids. So every year they go from gangsters
the weirdos, the homos, devil worshippers.
Right.
It's gonna be some other shit in 2 more years. All that's for us though. It ain't for nobody but us.
Just the black community.
Cause this thing like this, white kids, white people, they love hip hop and they into the culture too. But guess what? They still
Wow.
privilege. They ain't dealing with the dumbass shit.
Right.
So we gotta do what's best for us. We all should coexist and love each other. But black people need to work. We got work to do, like internal work on ourselves, and we need to admit it and do it. It's not like wrong to say I can improve myself. I'm a great fucking rapper. I don't think nobody fucking with me, but guess what? I'm gonna try to get better tomorrow, the next day, and the next day, and the next day, and the next day. Right. I'm gonna be a better actor in my next movie than I was in that movie. And I'm gonna be a better father tomorrow than I was today. Right. Constant elevation. Can't be afraid to take flight into the clouds, man.
Right.
You don't know what's up there, but you know it ain't this. What you scared of?
Right.
If you real, you've been through enough not to be scared of nothing.
Not to be scared of nothing. Yeah. And that's real right there.
Yeah, man.
So, I ain't want to get off too far off topic, but it's like that's real stuff right there. So it's like that's the substance that people need to hear. So when we talk about you as an artist, MC, Adam Bomb.
Yes, sir.
Lyrical, consistent, growth in the message. How did you first get caught into the music? How did you fall in love with hip hop?
All right, so Uncle Leroy, man, he used to have like that little box of tapes, little leather box.
Right.
And he had Run DMC, Houdini, and the Fat Boys playing, and he used to put us in the IROC, little Camaro.
Right, I remember the IROC.
And he was like the coolest dude. He was lit to me. So he got us on that. And then in 1987, Run DMC was performing in Raleigh in the Civic Center. Russell Simmons was their manager. He got shot in his head. And
Raleigh,
1987, Russell.
Wow.
Shot in his head. That's why he talked that. Because Uncle was, bro, when I was like 9, 10, I met Run DMC. I met Jam Master Jay. I seen Russell Simmons in the hospital bed, in a coma for 12 days, wrapped up. Like, I've been waiting to tell Russell the story of how I've been inspired by music forever. I've been waiting to read Reverend Run forever. These is real facts. I met that guy, but he was in a coma. Now, you probably never heard this story, but I put this on my life. I met Jam Master Jay. I met Hurricane. He looked at my uncle like, we should kick your ass. Then he gave us the autograph and pushed us back out the door. We went in Wake Med and went down a long hall with another long hall. They had another long hall, and it was a big ass door. They had another big ass door. They had another big ass door.
Right.
That lady led us through all that, and we got an autograph from Run DMC. But I met Russell Simmons, bro, talking about inspiration. So the next year, my homeboy from Brooklyn, Michael Owens, aka Bastard Child, he went to school with us.
Right, right, Michael Owens.
Homie was already battling. He was already rapping. And I kind of looked up to him. I thought he was like the coolest dude, man.
Right.
He sat me down and showed me how to double up bars and write bars, bro. I've been rapping since I was 9 years old. This is like real hip hop shit. I was born into it, like gang banging, like.
Right.
This dude groomed me. And by the time I met you in the 6th grade, I was already battling.
Already.
You got to remember. So it's one of those things like inspiration came from a lot of directions, man, but it's a whole story.
It's a whole story.
Y'all be able to check that out in the Rollywood movie. That's coming soon. The Life and Times of Pressure. Rollywood. That's the prequel to Savage.
Wow. So,
yeah, man.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
You just dropped one on them right quick.
Yeah,
man. So when can they expect that? Like, is that about to be production this year?
That's going to be dropping like spring next year, as far as like everywhere on every platform.
Wow.
Nostalgic. We're gonna give them the late 80s, early 90s, early 2000s, all that is gonna be in a Roddy Wood story, and they're gonna see how pressure came to be pressure.
Right.
That's what they're gonna get. And I'm gonna sugarcoat a few things to protect some innocent, but they gonna feel this for real. Everything I just told.
Wow.
Like I got so many stories, man.
Right.
We from a legendary place. Raleigh is legendary in hip hop. Everybody come here get beat up. It's just one of them things, dog. Like
right. 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 Hey, yo, we're gonna jump to a movie clip right quick. Yo,
came up with a lot of good dudes, man. Dudes like you, dudes like DY Nasty, dudes like, you know, Dice, Shice. I can just keep naming dudes.
Right.
Day ones.
Right.
And we all made it, bro. We all got kids, we grown men, we upstanding. Like I'm proud of everybody.
That's a fact right there. That's a fact. And a lot of us didn't make it.
Man, listen, I know. Before it's love for real.
Right.
It's always that, you know.
Yeah, that's a fact right there. So let me ask you, what was some of your greatest memories, North Carolina hip hop? What's some of your greatest memories from being in the game?
Oh man. Bad Boy concert, Biggie, 112, Mary J, Jodeci. Is at the Dean Smith Center.
Right.
You talking about something crazy? That. And I was too young, like to get in the club type stuff. I was 16 when I performed with Keith Murray, Little Kim, Lost Boys. I was too young to get in the club. Golly, man. I met Wu-Tang at what's that little tape store that used to be up there in Beacon Plaza? Yeah, man. So
Willie's music.
Yeah, man. So I met Wu-Tang there, and I was like the hugest fan in the world. You know, some years later, I linked up with Blue Raspberry. She's my sister for real, bro.
You got a voice, yo. Blue
Raspberry. Yeah, man. Like since I met her in 05, we just kind of clicked. I met fam, and our kids grew together, bro. Like that's my sister. I call her right now. I visit her anytime. She called me. It's love. And so you know, we also got like upcoming stuff going on with her in the Woo, man. I'm gonna keep that under the wraps though.
I feel you on that, yeah. I feel you on that, yeah. And they definitely legends in the game. So let me put you on the spot right quick. When it comes to the Woo, who was your favorite member of the Woo?
Old Dirty Bastard was my favorite member of the Woo.
Oh man, rest in peace to A-Sign.
Old Dirty was the most free, don't give a love you, but will you up type dude in the whole squad. He just seemed so, he was genuine, man. So one day I had a dream, and at the time I liked ODB, but he wasn't my favorite at the time.
Right.
Ghostface was my favorite.
Ghost.
We got the same birthday, May 9th. Peace to the God. Ghost, man.
Peace. Yeah, so your joint coming up. Your joint about to come up.
Yeah, man. Born, bro. That's the God. Born. May 9th. Ghost was my favorite, but with ODB, it was just a situation where he been through Raleigh, he been in the streets, you know, everybody know. But I had a dream about the guy. When I had a dream, he was clean cut with a real clean afro. He had on a white suit. He looked like he was a brand new person, bro.
Wow.
And he sat me down at a white table. And when I looked back, it was a room that never ended full of white tables. It was just me and him in there.
Right.
And we had a conversation that went something along the lines of, you can't care what these people think. You're going to have to keep doing you. Never lose your faith. Never.
Wow.
And
Wow.
I know that's what he instilled in that man.
Right.
He got so much of Old Dirty in him, it's ridiculous, bro. But I made a song about it when I was doing the freestyle battle on 97.5 in 05. You know, I was a champion.
Right. Right. Let them know, cause the people that may not, let them know. The people that may not know.
So
yeah.
Also, you know, in 2005, you know, it was Josie Mo, DNA, and a few more people doing freestyle battle 97.5. 12 o'clock every Friday night, we go live. You have people call in and vote for people. And I freestyled off top of the head, did not kick one written rhyme, did not cuss one time, did not say one derogatory word towards women, and I still won. So I had a King of NC promo. And then in the promo, I talked about the dream with ODB.
Right.
Yeah. So the promo was over the game.
Right.
And so I was like, yo, you know what? Got a savage dog, but I like it.
Right.
So I did it. He was almost syndicated, man. But people started like coming to the radio station, trying to like kick in the door and things like that. But they ain't had the same energy when I went to see them on their own block.
Right. That's the thing.
I went to people's block to perform. They were saying they was gonna kill me, bro, by myself.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
Just saying that to say this. I always been good with God and don't have no fear. God tell me to. And during that time right there, I was career 15, 16 years ago, bro.
Wow.
But I've been Adam Bomb since 97.
Right.
Before that, I was Juice. You know, I was still in the car one day, me and my homies.
Right.
And we got chased by the cops, man. You know? And so jumped out the car. I left my whole 96 rap book, 94, 95. I left my rap book in the car running from the police, man.
Right.
And so knowing what I know today, I actually would have like took the charge and said, "It
kept my rhymes."
Man, listen, it's priceless. So what the book I left was the book of good rhymes. The book I thought wasn't good rhymes was the ones I left at home. I happened to be writing in the good rap book that day. My fierest rhymes, I would just go through the hood and light people up. Fire, 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 right?
Right.
That day I left them in the joint. By the time we got like half a mile up the street, I realized that I lost that guy and left it. The only way I could get it back was to take that charge for everybody.
Wow.
Yeah, we kind of like took a crackhead car and just wouldn't give it back for like 5 months, dog.
Right.
You know?
I remember those days. Yeah, you rent the car from them.
So the brakes was gone, the rotors was gone. We hopped out the car, it was still rolling. You know, all that type of things.
Right.
And so when that happened, I was Juice, the nastiest young dude in the city. They put me up against any like older guy. When that happened, I changed my name to Adam Bomb. And you know, I kind of stepped into the God body thing. I done took a few journeys, bro.
Right.
But Adam Bomb was a lot of the original man before other men's birth.
Wow.
And when I found God again, I just went ahead and took on Adam. And the bomb is like the explosive part of Adam. That's like the different part of the inner me that I know is there.
Right.
And Adam represent a lot, man. Atum, Adam, however you pronounce it. And so that's who I am now. Right. You know, I'm on God's time. I'm on God's schedule, his calendar, like a whole tool.
Wow.
I can't begin to tell you how much I don't do what normal people do on a regular day basis. Right. I do what I love to do, bro.
Wow. That's a beautiful feeling right there.
Ain't it dope?
Right. Especially when you say you're on borrowed time, it's like, yo, because it's like, you know, sometimes I had to forgive myself for a lot of things.
Right.
It's like sometimes when we're in that, we're still beating ourselves down. We feel like we don't deserve any good.
Right.
It's like I done did so much wrong. Blessed, you know, I don't even feel right getting blessed.
That's those demons. Those demons that inhabit your body is playing on that. And they telling you you'll never be able to become what you know you're supposed to be in the beginning.
Right.
They still there, bro.
Right.
When they used you at the time they used you to have you do what you did, the higher you is feeling bad about what you did because you knew better.
You knew better.
And they playing on that. That's why forgiving yourself is so important, because then you can forgive other people that did stuff against you. You're going to have to do it with yourself first. Damn, I was stupid. Damn, I was savage. Yeah, I was wrong. And that way, you won't walk around with a chip on your own shoulder, worried about who you got to see or, you know, how God going to judge you. Cleanse it.
Cleanse it.
But how you going to throw dirt on it again? You got to stand on that.
Right. Right.
Yo, dog, one time I took a vow to be celibate, and I was celibate longer than I wanted to be.
Wow.
God was like, no. Remember what you said? It's like, oh, no. I was like, yeah.
Right.
That's just real.
Man. All right.
When you step into the lane with God, and you take accountability, or you say, I'm going to fulfill this mission, you're going to do it even if you don't want to and want to give up.
Right. Right. Right.
Like, y'all do remember in the passage in the Bible when he said, Jesus asked God, like, do I have to do this type of thing? Right. Even him.
Right. I do it, but if it's your will, take the cup from me. If it's your will, I'm gonna do it. But if it's another way, take this cup from me.
That's a real thing, man. So when you hear, yes, sir. Indeed.
So that's real right there. So
yeah, man.
So let me ask you. Let's touch on that real quick. You said you were celibate for longer than you wanted. Being a man, right? A civilized man in the business.
Yeah.
People know you. You're doing the show.
Hey, dog, I'm about to get my ass headed to me as soon as we get off of this joint. Believe me. And this is my thing. I don't have no problem talking about it. I'm going to have 100 million people making comments on Facebook. Everybody going to tag me, and I'm going to go in like I always do. You know me.
Right.
But I'm going to have fun with it this time. Because it was one of those things where when I realized I didn't love the spirit of the people that I was sleeping with, I was in love with their body, and I was weak for sex. Like, I was weak for them, bro. So what I did was I wanted to cleanse myself for a whole sun cycle. I took a whole year off, and I banged shit out. I get busy.
Right.
I felt like I was so loose that I need to just sit down and deal with God for a year. I'm talking about close. Me and God got close because nobody get none for me neither.
Right.
You know how many women I turned down? That's a fact.
Right.
I got word in my inbox trying to pay me $40 like I'm some hoes. I wish I could text this joint in the comments right now.
Wow.
$150, let me watch you. Oh, y'all savages.
Right.
But the temptation came double. Money came with it. Women with dudes that I've been wanting to talk to when they didn't have a dude is willingly, and it's like, daggone.
Right.
Like, shit. Well, I'm done. It's the sun cycle. It's like, sun cycle?
Right.
Nigga, the sun out of orbit. No longer. Damn.
Right. Yeah. And that's real right there. Because that's what I was going to ask. Because being in this business is such a sexual business. It's like, I'm going to keep it real. You keeping it real, I'm going to keep it real. I'm in a 6 month. I'm in a 6 month rotation right now. I just been trying to deal with some things, you know what I'm saying? Left a relationship, being a dad or whatever. So I'm trying to focus on me. Let me do my healing part. But it's like, it seems like the moment you say, I'm going to fall back.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, my bad. It's like the moment I decided to fall back, they came out of the woodwork. So I want to ask you, how did you stay focused in that time? How did you keep it focused? Like, yeah.
Be 1,000. A whole lot of prayer. A little bit of Pornhub, XXN and all that.
Right.
And then, every time I got ready to do it, because I almost slipped a couple times.
Right.
God just made me not want to do it with the person.
Wow.
Like I seen something in their spirit. Like everybody, I kick it with people for weeks at a time. We might talk. So I'm trying to I don't want to stick my shit in no.
Right. It's random. Right. I want to know who I'm dealing with. Right.
See past it, bro. I got women that I met them one time after we talked for weeks, and we never had a conflict or no confrontation. When I looked at I'm the same sweet, loving guy they love before they see me.
Right.
Once I look them in the eyes, he's a waste of time. I ain't even gonna be able to play him. I ain't gonna be able to lie with him. He ain't even gonna let me demonize him.
Right.
You got to be sent by God for me to even put you on my plate.
Right.
If you're gonna really be on my plate.
Right. Facts.
But I don't eat from no evil plate. I don't do no dirty boxing or none of that type of stuff. Like anything else was ever promised to me in life came.
Right.
Once I was obedient. But you talking about a sacrifice, it won't just what people think, bro. That's the hardest one. I sacrificed the food, fasting, etc. But them nuts though, that's a hard.
Another ballgame. That's a whole nother ballgame right there. And then it's I know even with the movie,
that's because people having 2 and 3 side pieces, bro. You know what I mean?
Right.
People be having side pieces. People be so sexually driven.
Right.
To not have no piece. Sheesh.
It's rough out here.
So I'm gonna say that was the hardest thing probably I've ever had to do for myself in life, bro. But I did it, and I'm so thankful. It showed me a whole nother perspective of women too, because I realized, damn, all these moms been using this for power.
Right.
Uh-oh.
Right.
So
yeah.
In your coochie, we're not doing that.
Right.
We can do that with words.
Right. And it really builds. Right. A whole nother ballgame that way.
Yeah, I'm a savage for real too, bro. All this comedy is dark humor.
Right.
I'm dead ass serious.
Wow. Right.
Man.
And that's the thing. So it's the movie comes out now. They see you getting honored. You're on the IMDb list. They see all these things now. So I'm pretty sure everybody's coming out the woodworks now.
What?
you got Joyce with Fat Joe now.
Man.
You got Joyce with Weezy. So yo, how you doing? Here come the Hey Big Heads and all that. So it's yo, what is that like and how you stand focused with now they coming out the woodworks? You already know what it's about.
Before. I thought I knew what a groupie was before. I actually learned what groupies was now.
Right.
I've had women offer me money for sex, videos, pictures. I've had people send me videos voluntarily, pictures.
Wow.
I have people, start multiple accounts. And they use the same word, so I know it's them. It's the world is a weird place, man. And when you realize none of these people ain't really coming for what they should be coming for, you kind of get in a place where you be like, you know what? It ain't as hard as I thought to just hold my nuts and chill out.
Right.
I'll be all right for a minute.
Right.
You got to be dealing with the right thing. You got to be in a place where you actually dealing with the right person and you ain't exchanging bad energy. Is that serious, bro?
Yeah, and that's a fact. That's a fact right there. Because like an exchange, it's like every time you lay down with that person, you taking a piece of them, giving them a piece of you.
Indeed. And for the person that never, ever, ever cleansed their stuff and hopped on 30 people without getting over nobody,
right?
You got demons from everybody, plus everybody that everybody slept with in your coochie or in your balls.
Right.
People should always take time out. This shit hilarious, ain't it?
It's a real thing, bro.
Take some time out to cleanse yourself for the partners that you made mistakes with, that you haven't forgiven. Once you cleanse the demons and then you'll be able to forgive those people as well. I learned that too. I got them people out of my system, literally, bro.
Right.
I ain't mad at nobody that ever cheated on me or did anything. I'm good with them. They can ask me for money or whatever, and I still don't want to talk to you no more. I just want you to be okay.
I feel you on that. I feel you.
It's all love, baby, because I am who I am, but I still ain't gonna mess with you.
Right.
Because you on the other side, dog.
Right. I can't give you a second chance to finish the job. You almost got
you
me
ain't
the first
coming
time.
to finish me. I have given people second, third, and fourth chances. That's why I know what I know. My friend like, help me. I was like, bye.
Right. Wow.
He was too nice, bro. He was too conditional on the fact that pleasing people sure, I was good with people, trying to see if people could like being honest with who you are. So when you paint a picture to people to try to show them what you're capable of, you're giving them a false perception of who you are. You also opening the door for them to mistreat you too by saying, I'm not important right now. Oh, don't worry about me. Oh, just give me a little bit. Those are the type of things that kick people demons into overdrive and have them like wiping their ass with you. And you wonder why they're treating a good person so bad.
Wow. Right. You pretty much just gave them permission. You just gave them a green light.
That's major.
Right. Yeah. That's real. You're dropping real knowledge right there. And it's like a lot of people, like you said, they don't take that time and they're walking around confused, or they walk around with all these emotional ties, soul ties to other people because they never took that moment. That's definitely a real thing. That's definitely a real thing. Yo, and I don't know if I'm catching up. I don't know if I'm glitching on my side, but it's a little glitch, but we're going to keep it rolling. So I got another movie clip, right?
Yeah.
I want to throw to the clip. We're gonna talk about that one, and then when we come back, we're gonna talk about the clip. We're gonna talk about what they can expect, because you got some things coming up, some podcasts, you got the projects and all that. So we're gonna throw to the clip, and we're gonna come back and we're gonna chop it up about the movie. We're gonna talk about what's coming up and what people can expect. All right.
Yeah.
All right. We're gonna throw that out right quick. All right.
Yeah.
Set shit, nigga. We set shit. That's the nigga I'm trying to tell you. Niggas always come to the hood, make shit sweet. So tired of these new niggas, man. We fucking about J Rock, nigga. I rock this nigga, man. Word up. And then on my money, fucking with my bed. Nigga, that shit sweet. Show this nigga. Yeah, right, nigga. Know how we rock, nigga. No playing, no games, nigga. None of these niggas. Body this nigga, boy. Catch this fucking nigga, J Rock. Fucking kill this nigga, man. Tired of this nigga, bro. Fucking murder this nigga, B. I'm trying to tell you, nigga. Know how I fucking get down. They keep playing with you, bro. Tell this fucking nigga, man.
I guess I'll roll me one before I hit the road. Switch that though. What the fuck? What that? going on? What? I know that ain't pressure ain't pull up.
Yeah.
What? It's good. Good, nigga. Good.
Yeah. You gonna see soon?
Shit, this is getting old, really. You see me right now.
Nah, we gonna see.
Alright.
Alright.
Oh man.
I ain't gonna give him everything, yo. I'm not gonna give him everything. I ain't gonna give
Hey,
him
I say
everything.
this too funny, bro.
Yo, the thing about it is it's so nostalgic. It's like, yo, because that's how it really happens, yo. It's like,
Yeah.
yo, I'm gonna catch you around. It's like back in the day, that meant something totally different back then. Somebody say, yo, I'm gonna catch you around. You might as well get ready. You might as well get ready. So it's like, yo,
Absolutely. They going to come see you.
they coming to see you. Yeah, they definitely coming to see you.
You don't say nothing. You just bounce.
Right.
Yeah, so that scene right there, man, kind of like put myself in a position to where one of those crazy situations I had been through, and I put myself in that mind frame, giving up those real emotions. And J-Rock character was supposedly messing with my ex,
Right.
which nobody don't mess with none of my girls.
None of that. No.
I was supposed to be the man, and he's supposed to be corny. He come home from college, he banging my old joint. Even though I had a wife at the crib, she was still mine. You know how that go?
Right.
So
right.
I was actually drinking and thinking about how I was gonna do him dirty. And then I sent my mans through there. And you know, that scene right there, I filmed it over in Park Glen at my man DP crib.
Yes.
You know what I mean? You know DP, you know DP.
I know DP.
Salute
to Park Glen as well. Right.
No ice cream man, DP. What up, Pizzle?
Yeah, he's been doing this thing for a while. Salute.
Yeah, that's my dog, man. And so we filmed it at his crib, man, and I gave up like some real jewels before that. All that was like real stuff, real emotions.
Right.
But me and Electra, shout out to Electra.
Right.
You know, she's like one of the artists with my label. And so when Tef came to us with the movie, I just kind of brought her in, bro. And you know, her character kind of sort of was improv too. You know, Tef was some things and different things, but I'm good. And so you know, I had a lot of fun filming with her, man. She's a dope artist too, man. Wow. Shout out Electra, bro.
Yo, salute to Electra. And so,
yes, sir.
So I was gonna get to that part because you're a business owner as well. You got the label. So you start talking about it already. Let's talk about the artists. Let's talk about the label and what can they expect from the label?
All right. The label is L&R, Loyalty and Respect Records.
Right.
That's two things you gotta have in this world for yourself and everybody. Can't have one without the other. You could expect me to drop Constantine, Man on Fire, Insurrection the same day, featuring everybody and their mama.
Wow.
I got the Pressure Project coming up. That's probably courtesy of Rock Nation or somebody like that.
Right.
Ooh. Lil Wayne, Neo, Bryson Taylor. On the song with Neo, I got Shasha Jones. Wow. She's an up-and-coming singer. Right. Shout out to Shasha Jones. Neo, Bryson Tiller, Yo Gotti, 2 Chainz. Wow. Everybody from the soundtrack, all that is going to be, you know, redid on a whole nother level for this album, bro. Because, you know, I own that.
Right.
Yeah, I own those verses, man. So I'm going to go ahead and make this like the best album as far as on a commercial level. And I'm going to apply that pressure. So I'm dropping that right there, probably through Rock Nation. About 99%.
Yeah. He's dropping some names. He's dropping some names.
So right now I'm warming up with Bombs. Fat Joe gonna introduce me on that to the Like, it's really an honor to work with that man. You know, he's one of those people I looked up to since the 90s. And to be here with him right now, he did an intro for the song. We got the video together. We got the video game. Wow. Doing a podcast with him. We talk every so often, and his energy is all.
Wow.
For uplifting, bro. So produced by King Twitch.
Right.
And that Pressure project is produced by Juggernaut. He also did the production on most of the soundtrack too in the movie. All that music you heard, he did most of that. Shout out to Juggernaut, man.
Salute to Juggernaut, yo. That's the thing right there. So let me ask you, yo, working around these legends, right?
Yeah.
A lot of even the ones that I've run across, it's like, yo, they are cool with helping. It's like a lot of them you would think like they up here. A lot of those guys is like, yo, they looking to help and they drop jewels and advice. So like you said, you and Fat Joe, y'all wind up crossing paths. Y'all built a relationship.
Yes, sir.
Was it what you expected? Is it like, yo, he's more down to earth than you expect? Like, what was that like when y'all first hooked up?
He was. I inboxed the movie, you know, check out this clip.
Right.
That's cool, King. But I love your music. What's up with you? That type humble.
Wow.
That type guy.
Right.
And he ain't never laid off of that energy, bro. You talking about a good dude? I can't wait to do his podcast in a couple of weeks.
Right.
Yeah. So he's like a dude, like he's more than what I thought. He's what I expected.
Right.
But he's actually realer than most.
Wow.
He real to the point where I did, you know, a little promo with him, and he's like, we're gonna just pick up from where we left off.
Wow.
It was one of those things where I was ready to start over and he wasn't.
Right.
He's too real for that. You gotta love men for their integrity, but a man that stand on everything, and all that man wanted to see me great, he know God gonna give him whatever he got coming to him, but he also know what he dealing with, bro. Like, this ain't nothing short of what he already been doing. People he co-signed, Remy and Pun, oh, they was heavy hitters. Ain't nothing short of that, bro. No.
Heavy hitters.
The whole thing with the song and everything was his idea.
Wow.
Everything with the podcast was his idea. I didn't ask that man for nothing.
Right.
It was his idea. I reiterate that a few times so people can stop hopping in this man's inbox trying to do what I'm doing. It was his idea.
Right.
Let that man live. You spend some money with him and he'll do it, but that man came to me with these things. I ain't doing this. You know, it's God working these things. God knew my heart. God knew what I was trying to manifest. And before I presented the song to him that I had did, before me up, I wrote and then talking about Fat Joe in the hook. And then a few months later, I meet that man and I hit him with the song and he's blown away. So he threw it on his Dawn Talk 2 mixtape. My song on Fat Joe Joint is streaming right now, but it's about to be streaming all platforms soon. It's like 70,000 streams, bro.
Already.
Sin City. He co-signed that. It's there.
Right.
But the next move, just told you something about the video game. Unless he gonna watch this video game, dope, man. Sin City got me and Joe in it, but we also got an indie versus battle for all the independent artists to get their Def Jam Vendetta on.
Oh wow!
Come pop up and do your facial recognition. All these people are going to be added every month, like uploaded characters in the Mortal Kombat. We're going to have the capabilities to do that. We can add whoever, whenever.
Wow!
So my thing is sitting down with Joe and getting Pun and getting different people like Big L and different people, they can get in this game. Because we gotta pay homage to the gods, dog, to the people who set the tone. And video games and cartoons live forever outside of music.
They live forever.
It's something that I'm working on. I got Bomb Squad cartoon.
Wow.
Little bomb.
Wow. Next level.
You seen me with fighting poverty, one they fighting, whatever.
Right.
And they're gonna do like rapping and singing. It's gonna be like Fat Albert, but new.
A new spin.
I will have people up in the studio with me doing them voices popping in. You might even pop in and do an evil character or a good character, whatever, one day. But we're gonna make it live for the kids because I want this for them. Right. They're gonna love. Kid.
Right. And that's the thing. You're setting the legacy, bro. You're doing it big.
Beautiful things, man.
And that's the thing. It's like, yo, you can't outgive God and you can't beat God's blessings. And what I'm hearing is like, yo, you've been doing it for a while. You paid your dues. You did it the way that, you put your grind in.
Yeah.
But it's like you came to a point when you say, yo, God, I'm gonna just do it your way. And it's like you've been putting in the work. Now you say, God, I'm gonna do it your way. You trust him. I'm gonna take myself out of it. I'm gonna let you take the wheel. And it's like I just hear elevation.
It was a whole lot more like crying and boogers and snot involved. I was done for it, bro. When I got to that point, it won't no just sound decision. It was like, okay, please stop beating me. I'm good. You whipping up on your spirit when you hurting behind like losing people and different things. It becomes a spiritual whooping. You feel like God either torturing you or he's calling you. Most people be like, oh, I think I'm gonna die. Well, if you give up, he's probably gonna go ahead and call you home. But if you fighting and you with it, you'll see the direction, bro. It's all redirection. Because once you keep being hard-headed, now you're going to get your ass whooped all the time.
All the time, man.
I was like that. And I was a good guy with it, too. Good intentions and everything, but, well, damn. I love the hell out of this girl, but I did take her from this dude, even though she was, like, getting abused and shit. I didn't care about him at all. Come to find out.
Wow.
God is real. So like, I'm forgiving myself for stupid shit I did, even with good intentions that I thought wasn't bad things. And later on, I see it was bad things because even though I did it with good intentions, I was being selfish.
Wow.
It took me through it, bro. Showed me how I made everybody feel.
Wow.
Yup.
Yeah, and that's real right there. And it's like testimony. Testimony is like you said, experience, relationship. It's like you can't beat that.
I don't want nobody girlfriend. I don't want none of y'all girls. Any of y'all dudes watching this? I don't want your girl, bruh.
Right.
I don't want her bad. I don't want your girl, dog. Y'all need to fix that. Shorty, if you got a boyfriend, do not inbox me at all. Please.
Right. None of that drama.
I don't want to be nobody's side piece. I don't side piece. I don't sideline. I'm a very Yeah, man. That's where I'm at, bro.
Yeah. And that's the thing right there. And the sky's the limit, bro. The sky is definitely the limit. Yo, doors are opening up. And it's like you said, it's like, yo, it's like even what you're sowing now, you're sowing a different type of seed. Like, yo, back in the day, 5 years ago, ain't nobody gonna know, but God knows.
What?
It's like, yo, I'm not with it. I'm not, yo. Right.
Man, 5 years ago, I wouldn't be talking like this.
Wow.
Of course. The growth is drastic, man. Like, this a real thing. I ain't capping for nobody. I know people laughing about all kinds of crazy shit I'm saying up here, but Only person I got answer to is God. I'm gonna sleep all right. We get up out of here. I'm gonna smoke my blunt. I'm gonna watch my movie, Mortal Kombat, and all that. I'm gonna watch everybody whoop. I'm gonna call some people. I'm gonna get on Facebook and laugh. I'm gonna do everything I do. Ain't nobody gonna affect my energy. Nothing y'all do can determine who I am.
Right.
I'm gonna be Pressure tonight. If you play with me, I'm gonna be Adam tomorrow. If you want to hear some raps, I'm gonna be Andrew. If you want to see some acting, I'm gonna be God's son. If you want to hear some Jews. But I'm gonna always be happy, bro. They're all parts of who I am.
Right. Yeah, and that's the thing, bro. I salute you, and you're definitely doing it big. So, what can they expect for you the rest of 2021? We know the project's coming. We got Savage. This Pressure is not tied to the Savage. It's the prequel to Savage Genesis.
Is Raleigh was sometimes kind of like, you know, my story of my life, bits and pieces, a little bit of sauce, but I want to give it up so that people can understand what we made of, because we different, bro. We come from a different era, and in order to understand, you got to be there.
Right.
And so, looking at the character Pressure in the movie, you say that's a wild dude. You know what he been through. That used to be me for real.
Right.
So now I'm gonna show y'all what made that guy. Thing was Eaglewood and Six Folds, and Snoop Dogg was relevant, and we was calling it Rollywood. It had like a whole lot of pureness involved. There was still like peach trees and oak trees everywhere. People had like plum trees in their yard and all that shit.
Right.
It's a beautiful thing, bro. We used to go outside and play without worrying about nothing, you know?
Yeah, that's the thing.
So those are the times I want to embellish on, and like how you was telling how it transformed in the 90s to the 2000s. I want to get right to where the Savage age came in, and then that's what that movie about, bro. Yeah. That's written by me, probably be directed by some other people, but yeah. For sure.
And I'm looking forward to that. I also talked to a lot of the older heads when we was younger, and they always say the Raleigh for real. When we talk about Rollywood, we talk about old Raleigh.
Yeah.
Now, you know, I came in kind of in the middle. Yeah. So it was already things was established when I got here. So let's talk about old Raleigh, Rollywood, compared to the R, what they call it now. Let's talk about the three.
Old Raleigh. Run down some history, little rendition. They built Raleigh North in like the early 70s.
Right.
I know dudes who grandma's there, mom's there, generations in the projects, still the only bricks in the city. Raleigh history. Chavis Heights, Walnut Terrace, Dover Apartments,
right.
Halifax, Raleigh North, all bricks, all projects, all where we was made of, Raleigh history. That's Rollywood stuff. Biggie was here hustling on Bloodworth Street. He got locked up.
Right.
Old Dirty and everybody used to hang out here in the hood. Prodigy and them used to come by weed. You know, everybody kick it. I met Petey for the first time in the trap house.
Wow.
Came in there with a little perm with some little curls and some boots on. He's in the trap house though, by himself. That's a real dude too.
Petey, salute Petey.
Yeah, man. Salute him, dog. Big salute.
Big salute. Right. Right.
Yeah. So yeah, you know, that's just a little bit of Raleigh history, man, with the Rollywood stuff. Right. I could go on and on. On and on and on.
Right.
You know, and some of the stories is crazy. Some of them funny.
Some of them
like the dude that taught me how to rap was battling 200 before he taught me how to rap.
Wow.
Dog, 200 is the OG.
Right. Salute 200.
When I say period.
Right.
Like, I know this because the guy that taught me how to rhyme told me how he lost 200 in the club. 200 battled Biggie in the club. Pulled a hammer out. These are all facts.
Right. Right.
Salute that guy right there, because he's been on this shit since hip hop started. 200 has been rapping, bro.
Right.
1985, 86, probably when he popped off, when he been bossed up and he been popping ever since.
Right.
Ain't even.
That's a fact. That's a fact. A major component of even the Raleigh sound. Even a lot of the Raleigh sound. A lot of people you hear influenced by 200. You hear Shook the Crook, Nine Deuce.
You know,
you hear that, right?
You talking about Raleigh history? It's and in the art today. I want to move to the country. You know what I mean? It's like. Let me get on the outskirts. I'm still kicking in the city, but it's kind of wild on a lot of different levels.
Right.
Been a gentrification going on. They frog. You got like the gangbang and shit out of control.
Right. Right.
But it's still some of the essence there because it's dudes like us here.
Right.
We still making our mark, making a difference out here. But Raleigh is wild, man. It's different, a little bit different, bro.
Raleigh's different, man. Raleigh's different. A lot of people don't make it, man. Like you said, I remember stories, Nelly, all types of stuff. Junior Mafia, people.
Yeah, man. Up. Like, you know, Juke and all them shooting the chop out the limo. Nelly and all them got jumped, rocking a Band-Aid after that. This is real things, bro.
That's facts right there, bro. That's facts. And that's the thing. It's like
shout out to Nelly too, man. I ain't hating on the pimp. I'm just saying.
Right, it happened. It definitely happened. Club Silver.
Yeah, man.
Club Silver's on Tryon Road.
Bro, I'm about to choke up thinking about that. Hey, look, man. It happened to everybody who ever came.
Everybody that came, bro. Everybody.
Now when you go to Greensboro, they do it out there. Raleigh done chilled out a little bit. Now when the rappers come to Greensboro, they doing shit to you out in Greensboro.
Right. Yeah.
You know.
That's crazy. He may have had it too, but you think one person I think that I don't think nothing ever happened to was Method Man.
No, Method Man jumped in the cloud at Club Rhythms. And somebody pulled his Tommy Hilfiger shirt off his back.
Oh man.
Yeah, he was on stage like, yo, anybody find that person and beat their ass like I got $500 right now. He was tight. Because he jumped in the crowd doing his surfing thing. You know, crowd surfing?
Right, yeah.
When he got down, somebody started grabbing on him, trying to pull on him. He pulled his shirt off. It was Tommy Hilfiger. Dudes were so petty back then, they would rob you for Jordans, bro.
Right. Anything.
They snatched his Tommy Hilfiger off, man. That man was tight. Meth did get it. When I was in the club with Nas, Sadat X, they threw beer bottles and cans. The reason why you can't have bottles and cans in the club no more. People died in the Ritz that night.
Right.
They pepper sprayed the whole club from the top of the, you know what I mean? My man had asthma. We had to drag him out, bro. Martinez.
Wow. And that's how real it used to get. That quick. Yo, that's real. I remember one time at the Ritz, Nas, they started
That's
fighting.
what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. That night
they were trying to rock the limo over.
Yeah, in the beer bottles and shit.
Yeah. And then they tried to flip his limo because he didn't perform.
You was in there?
So he was mad. Yeah.
Yo, Nas ain't never been back to North Carolina ever. That happened like 96, 97. Yo, I swear Nas ain't been back, bro. I swear my man ain't been back to Raleigh, bro. Nas never came back to Raleigh in 10 albums. Nas ain't been back. Nas, bro.
Come back, bro.
You like one of the reasons why I do this shit, bro.
We love
you got to do part of the King. You know what I mean? You got to do the disease tour here, bro. Like, you can't skip it and go to Greensboro. They're going to try to rob you out there, too.
Right.
They're going to fuck you up, too.
Right.
You can't just go to Charlotte because the baby out there. They wild, too.
They wild.
Come here and show some love, baby. We the capital city.
Right.
And, you know, we got you, Nas. You come, ain't nobody violate shit. You know that, bro. Because we OGs now.
Right.
Yeah, dog.
That's a fact.
I need Nas to come back, though, man. That man down boy said, if I could rule the world, the beer can started flying. Akinelli was in that joint too. Akinelli was in there. Put it in your mouth.
That was all on the same bill. You're right.
He got his shit off because girls love him.
Right.
But when Sadat X was performing, and I love Sadat X, that's my man.
Right.
When he was performing, they wanted Nas, bro.
Yeah, they get him out of here. Because now
they
it's so hot.
did like everybody on the dog. The club turned up. The club turned up, man. That's like one of the craziest things I've ever seen ever at a club, bro. I've never seen a mob. I've never seen people get mobbed for no reason. Like they was throwing chairs and tables and beers and bottles and
even the sofa type. The
girls
two
was
joints,
crying and howling and screaming.
Right. Yeah, it was wild. It was wild because they had like the little love seats. They were throwing everything, bro. It was throwing everything in
there. Jesus Christ. The guys that I know from Raleigh, the people I know from Raleigh, some special people. They got special essence. Every county in North Carolina, there's a certain type of people there with a certain essence, man. And the more you travel through the Carolinas, you know, we got a couple of hundred counties. You can appreciate the different people and the different ethnicities and where they went through. And Carolina sky is so different because we had a different elevation and stick out further in the ocean than every other state on the country. And we got like a beautiful thing going on here. I love it, bro. I go outside and feed the birds every morning. I'm on like a real, I love the birds. I used to get pissed off when they wake me up every morning. I just went to sleep. Damn it, son of a bitch. And then after a while, God was like, nigga, they hungry. Go feed them. So after 2 weeks of feeding them, they stopped waking me up, bro. Now they wait for me to get up. We coexist with nature. We have dominion over everything, and we really tap in. I done tapped in with everything. I'm good with animals. I'm good with babies. I'm good with everybody. If it's good, I'm good with it.
If it's good, yeah, bro. And you definitely doing it, bro. You definitely doing it. And there's only more good gonna come, bro. I'm excited for what awaits for you. It's been a long time coming, bro. It's been a long time coming. You've been putting in work. Your name been ringing bells for a long time. Yo, bro, it's like you said. It's like, yo, it's so much history that people don't know. You got a couple books in you and everything.
Yeah.
Because you've seen it and then what you've been through. But it's like not only did you go through it, you grew through it and it made you the man that you are. So it's like kind of refined you. You was already solid before.
Yes, sir.
Now it's like, now you have the glow. You got the anointing. You got the blessings of God with you. You got God's love in you. So it's like he just took you to a new level. So it's like, yo, where what people thought, okay, yo, he's solid. He laid the foundation with that, but now he took you to another level. So it's like now you even.
I can't even begin to explain you. You talking about books? I got a book called The Art of Self-Mastery, Surviving Yourself, where I break down self-awareness, self-love, self-sabotage, all these things. I break down relationships with people of the opposite sex, to family, to yourself. And it's all based off things I'm telling you, bro, what I survived. Like, I'm gonna document this because I feel like the world need this. I feel like we need this therapy as a people. I feel like Black men and other people can relate. I feel like when people see my testimony, they might feel better about theirs. But I also got my poetry book, The Messiah, and that's gonna be like an audio book / book, ebook.
Wow,
Yeah, yo. So if you go on my Facebook Adam Bomb page, it's a whole poetry page. And I got number poems up there for the last 17 years. You know, when I was in my feelings, I used to get on Facebook and write shit. And so y'all get to see glimpses of me that the world probably never see, because I don't even have those poems written down. All that is stuff I actually just sat, typed, and wrote while I was up at night or in the morning, whatever. I want none of that pre-rehearsed. I'm very transparent, bro. You know, I'm very like, I live in truth, you know what I'm saying? So what these people saying tonight, yeah, I'm silly as hell. Yeah, I'm crazy as hell. Yeah, I'm cool as hell. All those things are factors. Everybody got to be who they are and be comfortable in their skin. You know, I don't care if y'all like me, right? And I love y'all, though.
That's a fact.
I love people.
Nah, that's a fact.
I don't care if your breath stink, I'm gonna still love you. You fat, skinny, I'm gonna still love you. I really care about what force is driving you, because that's what make me love you. If y'all can remember that, y'all can love, everybody can love each other. Like, that's the shit. The force that drive me is beautiful. I know I'm the shit. Gotta tell me.
Nah, that's a fact.
And I'm gonna stand on that. It ain't no arrogant nothing with that, bro. What I'm talking about has nothing to do with my accomplishments and everything to do with the type of man I am and my relationship with God and the integrity and what I stand on and represent. That's priceless.
You
You can't undo me. You can unhand.
Right.
So yeah, Si, man.
Yeah.
It's been like a real interesting thing, bro. Like I didn't know how.
Right.
And I don't know how much of your night I'm on, but I know it's a lovely thing. The energy is real, bro. And I hope.
Most definitely. Most definitely.
And every podcast I do, I'm gonna give up the ring and people with great energy and they touch people and you different perspective. You change lives too, brother. And right now you got a nice platform to keep doing what you're doing. I salute you to the utmost, man.
Vice versa, bro.
I seen you grow into something beautiful, dog. This is like a great thing what we doing.
Right, bro. And we got you. It's needed. It's needed, bro.
Yeah, man.
And definitely, bro. Like again, like I said earlier, yo, I respect your grind. It's like, yo, we came from the same playground pretty much. So it's like to see you at the top of the mountain, and I know God gonna do greater things, but it's like to see how far you've come.
Yeah.
Why are we here? Because like I said, people dying left and right, and sometimes we never get to say it, man. Yo, I salute you, and I'm proud of you, brother. Like, yo, you've been a stand-up guy the whole time. And yo, may God continue to bless you. God continue to use you because you're touching lives, and it's like the thing about it, you're touching with your music by your lifestyle. Because I met you, I seen you. I didn't meet you. I seen you at Jonathan's. We was doing the video. And it was like, yo, that was one of the things that caught me off guard because I never expected us to build about God that day. It's like I see you and we catching up. And it's like, yo, when you start dropping, like, yo, this is what I've been through. This is what God is doing with me. And it's like, yo, you know, I got my spiritual stuff too where I battle. It's like, yo, I take a step. I'm trying to balance both. How can I do this? How can I do that? I do that. But it's like God is like you said, he's not going to give you a choice either way. It's like, yo, we supposed to be talking music. God is going to show up when it's like, yo, God is like, yo, this is what y'all going to do. This is what y'all going to do. So the beautiful thing is, it gives me courage seeing you because we come from the same struggle. So to see you up here saying, yo, it's all about God. You may have somebody in your background saying, oh, well, you rap. How you going to be talking about God? Or you do this. How you going to be talking about God to try and get you to shut your mouth? And it's like, yo, we couldn't do none of this without God. I wouldn't even be here without God.
I would not be here at all
without God.
This wasn't a choice, brother.
Right.
I was pushed into this guy. I always wanted to be a great man. You know, I'm in the best shape of my life.
Right.
And I remember a place and a time where I thought I was too unhealthy to live. And so I look at everything and I feel blessed, man. I know why I'm here. I know what got me here. Right. And it ain't no shame. There's no mystery to God. There's no mystery. The mystery is if you think your soul is going to just go back to the universe and nothing created it, wow, you might be a little lost.
You might be a little
if you can believe in if you can believe you have a spirit and a soul, then you got to believe God is real.
Right.
We all are like a rendition, chunks and pieces of that man, of a man.
Right.
It's a beautiful thing when you pay homage because God know when you front. Right. I don't front for nobody, and I damn sure ain't front for him. Excuse me, Lord.
We can't front for God. We can't.
No, sir.
We can't. And that's
I'm not perfect neither, bro. I'm gonna make mistakes. I'm gonna lose my shit, my temper sometimes.
Right.
I might hurt some people's feelings, but I'm always in a place of truth. I can apologize. I can get back. I can redeem myself. I can let God know I'm gonna do better. These is things you do because it improves you, your character, and makes you better, and the blessings come in harder.
Right.
This ain't nothing you doing out of fear. I don't fear God. I love God, bro. When I was a demon, I feared God.
Right.
When them demons had me, I feared God. So I only believe because of what he could do. Now I believe because he talked to me and guided me and got me here and didn't leave me out to dry with the damn wolves like I thought.
Right.
He loved me more than I thought.
Whole lot.
It was all out of love the whole time.
Right.
So when I realized that, bro, I'm on mine. I'm standing. I'm with you, buddy. We got a good thing.
Right. Ain't no going back. Ain't no going back.
A certain standard of car, clothes, woman, man, weed, whatever your thing is.
Right.
Everything else is subpar.
Everything else.
So once God come and make my heart feel like nobody could ever do, why would I go back and give people a chance to do that again?
Right.
He took it off of me, bro, and that's all I prayed for. Way made me new.
Wow.
Why would I go back?
Right.
Oh, no. I'm crazy. It ain't that damn crazy.
Not that crazy. You can't go back, bro. Nah, bro. Nah, yo. And you see it. It's better. Like it's even if he did nothing else, it's like you get to a point in life where it's like, yo, he brought me through all this. Even if he did nothing else, he already did enough. He wake me up in the morning.
Do you understand that if I died today,
right,
those checks for the movie and these albums, they going to my kids till the fucking sun burn out?
Right.
God already did his thing for me. Right. That's why I tell people they can't do nothing when God have a plan for you. Can't nobody take away what I did, even if I die today. It ain't never going away. I'm gonna live forever, bro.
Right. That's a fact.
We still watching Little Rascals in movies from like early 1900s. They're going to live forever. Buckwheat lived forever. He died with 1 penny in his pocket. He got robbed and killed for 1 penny because people thought he was rich as an actor.
Right.
He's still living forever. Now his family getting those checks. He didn't get to get it, but they did.
They did.
Yo, I'm blessed beyond blessed, man.
Yo, that's a fact. That's a fact right there. Yo, that's a fact.
Every one of that, it was situational. It was circumstantial. You know, I would have dreams of me doing beautiful things and couldn't see the face of the person in the dream. Right. And later on, I see the face of the person in the dream. But that face could have been anybody.
Right.
Had I played it the wrong way, that dream might have never been. You know how I feel to see a blur?
Right.
And then you get to that same intersection and you see, damn, that's who that face was?
Wow. Right.
It's a beautiful thing to know you on the right path, bro.
Bro, that's a fact. And you
beautiful, man.
And you on that path, yo. So let me ask you, bro. For the people in North Carolina, the industry, you've been out here for a while. You've seen the best, you've seen the worst of the North Carolina industry.
It's a feeling, bro.
So the NC music scene, what advice would you give to them? The people out here, like, yo, just speaking to the whole NC community, music community, what would you say to them?
We're going to have to start following the trends of the industry and get on our own way. We $100, you know, these people, this people. Diddy said it best when he said the game is saturated. You can't tell the difference in who's who.
Right.
So I say, being it Cole, J. Cole, shout out to J. Cole too. I had a little thing for him before. We actually had like a thing where I dropped a diss record for him.
Right.
You know, I dropped a name and had it taken off the radio, and then he was blatantly disrespectful.
Right.
But again, he's one of my favorite rappers at the time. I still love J. Cole.
Wow.
But I made a whole diss record for him, and I was a savage with it. I put it on a fucking Instagram. I put that shit on damn Apple Music and everything. I tagged him. I tagged Drake. I tagged all his friends.
Right.
This is what you don't do to God's people. Because if you know me, you would have known I was a single father. And that 15,000 I put up won't drug money.
Right.
Oh. That's what we doing?
Right.
So after I got past that, bro,
right,
I was able to let that go with him. Yeah, J. Cole stole ATM from me, y'all.
Wow.
So
right, and yo, you say that. You just said that. Hold on, I don't mean to cut you off. When I was getting the video, but damn, I just had a brain freeze. When I played the video earlier. The first joint I played by Big Game.
Yeah.
All right. When I was grabbing that video, I seen the ATM.
Yep.
The video, I was like, yo, because normally I do a surprise video. I normally cue something up. But it's like when I start watching the video, I said, wait a minute, I'm gonna watch this after the show from what was going on in the video. You had some things in there. I said, yo, wait a minute, I'm gonna watch this one after the show. So now, bro, when you say that, okay, the ATM, he did have a song.
Yeah, I dropped ATM September on the radio. They debuted it on like Choice.
Right.
Then me and Brian Dawson and Wade Banner did a whole run. We did like an ATM release party at Solus. I was the first rapper to start doing parties at Solus with them.
Right.
And then the song was played on the radio probably about 100 times on 24 stations. It was getting played in heavy rotation.
Right.
And then one day it just got pulled. And Brian Dawson hit me up. He was like, you know, I just want you to know I don't got nothing to do with what's going on, blah, blah, blah. I had no idea what my man was talking about because I always had love and respect for him. He's the reason why I'm alive today. Wow. The man told me when I had some kidney issues and things from drinking and some health issues.
Right. Wow.
I got rid of an ailment, colon disease that I had for 16 years. I was supposed to die from, bro.
Wow.
Me doing that water diet.
Right.
Popping the oregano, probiotics, fasting, different things. When I went back, the doctor was like, it's gone. That's some shit I was going to die with.
Right.
I'm thinking the last 15 years, like, damn, I'm going to die one day. Just pain, like in pain.
Right.
That shit did never happen. It's gone.
But God.
You don't know how. You don't know how, bro. I know how.
Right. Wow. Right.
But, you know, just saying that to say this, man, like, I'm in such a beautiful place, man. I've seen things and been through things that I can verify, that I can give people hope, that I can tell people, nah, you ain't wasting your time. Keep the faith in God. He got you. But you really got to know he got you.
You got to know. You got to know he got you. You got to know he got you.
2021, I'm applying pressure all year long. I'm dropping Man on Fire, Insurrection, Constantine the same day. I'm dropping The Messiah. I'm dropping Pursuit of Happiness, which is all party songs for the females and all that type stuff.
Right.
I got an album with Vertigo called The Legion of Doom. Shout out to Vertigo. Legion of Doom. He playing Hawk. I'm playing Animal. We're going to do the wrestling thing.
Wow.
Tag team. You did. And me and Real Dynamite doing What's Bombing 2. TOO.
Wow. So, okay. You got some.
That's my little brother, too.
You bringing some legends in there. When you talk about Real Dynamite, now you talking about, yo, that's a whole nother segment right there. That's a whole nother show on its own.
You got to get Dynamite on the show because he got to give it up, bro. Like, he got a story and it's been tainted and told so many ways. And he in real mode right now. Like, he being honest with the world. All his music is genuine.
Right.
You definitely want to get that man up here so he can break down.
Right. The real deal. And I'm definitely a fan of his music, so I definitely need to put that together. I'm definitely gonna reach out to him.
I got work putting it in, bro.
Right.
And I ain't tired at all.
Wow.
I ain't tired.
Nah.
2021. Yeah, what that marinate into the next cartoons, video games, and then I'm gonna crank it back up in 2022 towards the end, 2023. We drop probably about 3 or 4 more projects, but The reason why I'm doing these projects and multitudes is because when I drop this Constantine, that's spiritual, that's for like grown people, etc. But it's dope music that everybody gonna undeniable. It's like one of the closest albums on that Illmatic level I heard since Illmatic.
Oh wow.
Now I'm gonna say that and leave that alone.
Right.
All right. With this Man on Fire thing, I'm coming from so many angles. I rap and I sing, you know that.
Right.
So I got all kinds of it's not on no physical stuff. We need to unite and overthrow the BS that was just being implemented and handed to us.
Right.
So when you see those people storm the government building and do all that crazy stuff, all you heard was the word insurrection for the next 3 weeks.
Right.
By insurrection for a year and a half. God already told me it was coming.
Wow. Already. Wow.
I've been promoting this since way before the insurrection, bro.
Before it even happened, right?
Way before.
Wow. And
those are words that people don't use.
Right.
And when I was like, I'm about to work on this next Man on Fire, you know, I want to give it up a little political. I want to touch on a few different subjects, but I'm also have like some lit songs on it.
Right.
I say, what suits this? And the voice said insurrection.
Wow.
So I went and looked up what it meant afterwards.
Right.
And it fit exactly what I was on.
God given.
I love my God, dog. I love him, man.
He'll never steer you wrong, bro.
Oh, come on, man. If you think he's steering you wrong, it probably ain't him steering you, and I can just leave it at that.
Right.
Yeah, man.
That's a beautiful thing right there, bro. And it was the Abomination track I was talking about earlier. That joint was the video. The other one was the ATM. When I was looking for the Abomination, I seen the ATM. Yo, and bro, I'm excited, like I said, for what you're doing. Yo, we want to bring you back when you finish the project.
Yeah, for
you
sure,
always
man.
welcome here. You family. I didn't know you since what, 92? I didn't know you since 92. So yo, bro, you always welcome here. You're a big legend, living legend, bro.
Yes,
and it's
sir.
like, yo, I love the growth. I like the fact that you're giving it back to God. I like that, yo, you're taking it. It's like you're taking it to a whole nother level with the message, the insurrection, even the mindset of what, like, everything is well strategically placed. It ain't too many people doing that no more, bro. It's like it ain't too many.
Hey, bro, I'm gonna be real with you. I don't care if they hate me or kill me.
Right.
It don't matter. It's only one thing that matters. You know what that is, right?
Right.
Putting in this work, dog. I'm gonna check up out of here one day anyway. For what?
Right. That's a fact.
Life, I could never feel no man until I'm like 90. I want to be an old man doing the walk, all kinds of crazy dances with my great grandkids. God willing. If not, I am a happy man. I'm gonna die with a fucking smile on my face.
Right. Facts.
Yeah, man.
That's a fact right there.
So yeah, bro, I look forward to coming back. Next time, I'm gonna talk more about what I'm doing. And it ain't gonna be like, you know, building as much.
Nah, you good, bro.
But I feel like it was necessary because I know you got the platform. I know that you yourself, you know, me and you can relate to a lot of different things on some different levels.
Definitely.
And so I thought it'd be appropriate for me to go ahead and shed that light.
Right.
And I want people to kind of get a gist of who I am. You know, it ain't the movie character per se. This is who I've grown into. This what elevation will do for you.
Right. And it's needed, bro. It's needed because, like you said, we don't have leaders. We don't have examples. So it's like the fact that they get to see it, like, yo, not only am I rapping, not only am I acting, my steps.
To my man Sion show every week, he lit. Check me out. Lord Cheer and Respect, Eleanor _ Adam Bomb, ADAMBOM. No B. Follow me. Check me. know what I mean? Follow my son too, Supreme Drew. He lit with them hands, yo. Bill.
And it's Supreme Drew?
Yes, sir. Y'all have a good one. Peace, love, and blessings. Everybody.
Hey, yo, love you, bro. Definitely, bro. I'm gonna play the video one more time, then we're gonna sign off after that, yo. You know what I'm saying? If you gotta go, you can go ahead. I'm gonna just drop the Abomination again. They can follow you at LNR_Adam Bomb. Be sure to follow his son. Is it Supreme Drew? Supreme Drew. Be sure to follow him. That was Adam Bomb. Yo, this is the Proof in the Pudding podcast show. Salute to everybody that tuned in. Y'all be sure to support the brother. Yo, he's been doing it for a while. Much love to him and much love to everybody watching, y'all. Again, it's Abomination and we signing out. I'm your boy Sion 919, the Proof in the Pudding podcast. We love y'all. Peace.
That's an abomination.
Fuck all the conversation.
AB abomination.
Fuck all the conversation. AB abomination. Waiting and contemplating. They hating, but that's an abomination. Me and my congregation. Cash out, we money making. Fuck all the funny faces. That's an abomination. Yeah, that's an abomination. That's an abomination. AB abomination. Fuck all the funny faces. Cash out, we money making. Me and my congregation. AB abomination. That's an abomination. Yeah, OJ on bloody glove. Yeah, my whole team thuggin'. Haters, they gotta love it. I mean, fuck what you be on, but not in public. She get wet when she see him. I got her bustin' on the net of the TV. A lot of numbers make it hot as summer. In the bottom, my squad, I be poppin'. My haters can't knock us under. Top off the top, blowing pounds of gunja. Lit is some bitch, I'm like boy wonder. Life is a bitch, I want more from her on the board. So I tell her like in my little ring, catch me, beat the off, I'm going fuck her. I hit the hardest, she gon' love it. I was born bustin', nigga, fresh off my mama brain, drama race, I blow the top off her. Now about the action and start talking.
Wait for what you got a cause calling, that's a star talking. Funny juice, I'm on juice, then I do through roof like a star walking. Rifle my niggas like Mark Garbage. Fire up on you in a dog honey. Them shots sparking and the dogs barking. We the stars talking like you walk up.
Fuck all the conversation. AB abomination. Waiting and contemplating. They hating, but that's an abomination. Me and my congregation. Cash out, we money making. Fuck all the funny faces. That's an abomination. That's an abomination. That's an abomination. AB abomination. Fuck all the funny faces. Cash out, we money making. Me and my congregation. AB abomination. That's an abomination. Yeah. All your days frontin'. You talking, they saying nothing. I can't talk if it ain't money. There's a burger to hawk if they came for me. Ghetto perfect with narcissists, the same cousin. Get the pack, get it off, bitch, it ain't nothing. Every day I'm hustling as a rap with the drop of my back to the wall, bitch, I'm straight bustin'. 12 lurking, they the dirty dozen. Pins bucking cause they heard he bustin'. I was hella hurt and ready to murder, sir. I heard a closed mouth, never purpose, nothing. Trap out of service on my server, son. Haters on my nugget, nigga, gotta love it. Fuckin' with us and we gotta crush it. Rock with the street just like Eddie Ruster. Get a stage, yeah, you gotta rush it. Bitch, I'm nocturnal, mean I never sleep. Me, my motivation on 1100, dumping hellfire. And whoever wanted out of hell's kitchen, spitting fire water. Couple flames on me, but it's not important. Got the keys, this is God's orders. Retribution from my father, so it's over.
Yeah, show for y'all haters. Man, fuck all the funny face.
What?
It's the militia, baby.
Let's go. Hey, fuck all the conversation. It be abomination. Waiting and contemplating. They hating, but that's an abomination. Me and my congregation. Cash out, we money making. Fuck all the funny faces. That's an abomination. That's an abomination. That's an abomination. It be abomination.